It's just the part that attaches the small intestine to the large intestine.
I don't want to know about it. Seriously, I'm already dizzy from the shot. I don't want to know about your missing colon.
Well, when they remove
Why don't you put it on the picture of a milk carton so you can find it?
It's involved in the absorption of B12.
I understand.
When they remove it, you have to get shots in order to maintain proper B12 levels.
What was it Shanna just gave us from Fettner's office? I just came in, she grabbed me, pulled me in the office, and went and dropped them. She did. She goes, I got to go. You want these? Take them now. She jabbed 2 needles in my ass and went, what was that? I don't know.
Cortisone for you, for your allergies. And then a B12/testosterone cocktail.
Oh.
Did I get the cocktail or just the B12?
I think you got the cocktail.
Interesting.
You got an erection?
I'd rather not say.
Colon grow back?
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
I wish my colon would grow back so somebody could ram me in it. Is that what you're thinking?
No, actually, no. I was not thinking that. It's a nice thought.
You never said, why did they yank your colon out?
I had Crohn's disease. It's an inflammatory disease of the intestines. They didn't take all of it out, just a third.
And how does that change your, because I know when you eat, you like drop a log 20 minutes later.
It's a straight shot. There's like 3 feet of pipe from the mouth to the anus at this point.
Dang.
Good. Oh, God. And do you have to eat more or more often?
Yeah, I can eat anything I want. That's the nice thing. I can eat as much as I want.
do you have to? Because when we were in L.A. and we were walking around Hollywood, it's you, me, and Dan, and that's all he talked about.
All you wanted to do was stop and eat, stop and eat.
Can we stop and eat? What are you going to say? Is there a law that says we can't stop and eat? Why can't we stop and eat? You drive me all to Hollywood so I can't stop and eat. Why can't I stop and eat? I'm hungry. So we got him something to eat, then he's eating again.
Well, because...
Why'd you start again?
Well,
I want to stop.
Well, because of the way that everything's been rerouted, I tend to leave what I eat at the restaurant.
What do your insides look like now?
Oh, there's staples and stuff everywhere. It's bad. It looks bad.
But you're okay, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm great. You couldn't tell it from the outside. Just X-rays would show staples and missing ileums. And
your body doesn't absorb some things?
B12.
Just that?
That's the one thing that I have to take shots for.
Well, why is it you can eat so much and not get fat?
Because everything goes through me like a freight train.
And why is that again?
Because I'd rather not say.
Yeah, say it again.
There's about 3 feet of pipe from my mouth to my anus at this point.
All his food has toll tags. No stopping straight through.
One time I had some English peas.
No, just don't. We've all had BB guns, just don't. Don't. Red Ryder, don't, please. What?
It just seemed ashamed to flush.
Damn. Maybe if I could wash those.
A little butter, a little salt.
Who would know?
No one.
Now
we spent so little time together.
I almost want to feed him some peas and then observe. I don't know why.
Yeah, I do too. I would eat some peas.
Bring them on.
Will you really?
Oh, yeah.
Just swallow them. Don't chew them up.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Some of them just automatically get past the teeth.
What's the fastest food? Peas? Or
to digest?
Yeah, to just go through you.
Actually, sushi.
And that looks bad going in. Something would recognize coming.
I mean, it's all.
Yeah, swallow a picture of Anna Maria Alberghetti. What? And let's see if we can identify her when it comes out.
Can we just start off with the peas?
I think it'd be the only picture that would come out, so most likely.
Whose name is that?
I don't even know. Dan will know.
No, afraid not.
It just came out. All right. Do we have any peas up here?
Not that I know of.
Why don't you go peruse the snack machine?
They don't have peas in a snack machine.
And see if there's anything that might come out identifiable.
There are some peanuts.
Don't show us. Thanks, Dan. Don't show us what it is, and then we'll guess what it is when it comes out.
I can have it for you by the end of the show.
Are you really serious?
Yeah.
But just don't tell us what you've done. And then we'll all have like a little guessing game.
That's perfect.
What did I have for lunch? What did I eat?
On Friday, we can play with the studio audience.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better because I can eat far enough ahead of time. I can time it properly.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll wait till Friday then.
Excellent.
All right.
And they'll go look. Too.
Yeah, that's
for a prize.
Oh, yeah.
Bet.
Oh, looking's easy with them.
Are you kidding? They stick their hands in it.
Wait a minute. I don't get to squeeze it? No, just look at it. But I want to squeeze.
Guess I came on the wrong day. Damn it.
Eating the peas, that would be a step up from where we've already been.
Oh.
Just looking at it.
Yeah.
That's almost like going in reverse.
Yeah. What do we have to give away Friday? They'll eat them.
Let's see, I've got
What are you writing down, Eddie? Just tell me.
Hot trash tickets.
Yeah. We've got those. We haven't even started yet. I think we've only given away 2 pairs so far, right?
Yeah. We've got the entire second season of The Sopranos on DVD. And we'll have 1 pair of Eddie Money, Survivor, and Loverboy tickets. For
Yes, good, perfect. Friday's leftovers.
More ways than one.
All right. Oh, God. Those shots make me sick.
They shouldn't. They should give you energy.
I already take B12 supplements when I get up.
Still not as good as as Everett said before we went on the air, the shot is just boom right in your system. Problem with B12 pills is you lose a lot of it in your stomach acid.
That's why I take like 4.
Damn.
Well, not all at once.
Okay. Like throughout the day?
Yeah.
Oh.
1 when I get up, 1 right before lunch.
You probably get plenty with the broccoli you eat, but whatever.
Does that got B12 in it?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, then I'm getting plenty anyway.
Well, and you still got your ilium.
Yeah. There's a couple extra miles between my mouth and my anus. I got rest stops.
Hairpin turns.
Yeah. Are you just really straight from your mouth all the way down?
Yeah, it's a straight shot. I can't even stand up straight, actually.
You're lying.
No, it stretches it out too much.
Swear.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Well, you do slump.
I was looking at him going, right. I could see him going like this, going, oh.
His butt puckers.
He ain't holding much longer. All right. Look at there. Killed 10 minutes talking about everything. Just what I thought. All right. Ready to start news?
Sure.
You got audio?
I do.
I don't know if you heard the big news or not yesterday, Everett.
Oh, what's that?
It's the Dan Lewis Show. Dan Lewis.
Dan's talked to Bob about getting his own show.
Is that right?
You're just not going to leave that alone.
Why would I leave it alone? That's a big thing. We've been together.
We don't know. I know, but we don't know if anything's going to happen.
Well,
yet.
no, we don't know. But obviously, it's something you've been thinking about for a while. You told your wife. She got drunk, pulled Bob over at my party, and talked to him about it.
Really?
She said it was like one sentence. She said, "When are you going to give Dan his own show?"
What are you going to do on your show, Dan?
I don't know, Everett. It's just all coming together.
Well,
right
don't
now.
get defensive.
He'll take that tone with people, I promise you.
I'm just curious.
I don't know, Everett. He's already picked his buddies for that. He's thought this out. He's got his buddies picked out, sidekicks.
A whole new set of buddies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not new set of buddies. These are guys I've known for a long time. About 10 years.
See?
So you just, this whole Russ Martin thing, you've just been biding your time.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I guess my cape's getting a little tattered. I understand. So we have a gift for you today, by the way, Dan.
Oh, no.
Whatever.
I was just wondering who his new buddies are.
Mm-hmm.
not naming them at this point.
Yeah. But Dan's already getting the emails. People trying to get on the Dan Lewis freight train.
Yes, they are.
Did you keep that one you sent me today?
Yeah, let me pull it up. He was quick.
You'll have to be quicker when you do your own show.
Yeah, I know.
Here's a couple seconds.
It's the Dan Lewis Show. Dan Lewis.
All right, go ahead.
I heard you guys talking about you, Dan, maybe getting your own show in January on Tuesday's show. If everything works out, please consider the idea of trying me out to help on the show. I want to emphasize, however, that I am not talking about being on the air with you. I don't wish to be on-air personality. I'm thinking along the lines of like a board op or your phone screener. I would gladly work for free of charge. If you're satisfied with my contributions to the show, then you could maybe see if Bob McNeil would want to put me on the payroll. And so on. But he's just throwing the line out there. I sure would.
Read the part about where he actually has the name for you. I would like to learn from.
I didn't even read the whole thing.
He's already ignoring his fans.
Yes. Wants to work with the great Dan Lewis.
Oh, there it is.
Great.
I'm sorry. I would appreciate a chance to work with you and learn from you, the great Dan Lewis. God, what a suck up.
Wow. That's what you want. Trust me, because having people that
But you don't want a bunch of yes men around.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you. Everybody always arguing with me. Damn it drives me nuts. Every day is a turmoil. I want to yank out my ilium and strangle somebody with it.
I agreed with you on the psycho chick thing.
Oh, you don't even know the latest turn of events.
There's more?
Oh, yeah. But we're going to save it.
Okay.
That good.
Well, this is going to be good then.
Yeah.
I mean, to blow at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, not until the good listeners kick in. 3:30 crowd? No. This is a happy hour crowd. Wait till everybody gets here. Let's see what Gary wants. How many phone calls between you and me today, Everett? 5?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Over a course of 3 hours?
2-3 hours, something like that.
Back and forth, making decisions.
I was making twice as many calls elsewhere.
Yes. Don't say where yet.
Oh, no.
And I've had my garage doors replaced.
Excellent.
They look great.
Already? They're done already?
Yeah.
What about the front door?
That one's got to be ordered. So I'm not sure when that one's coming. Oh, look at this. Yes, Gary?
I'm excited.
What?
I'm excited. You're damn right. The Dan Lewis Show. I want to do all I can to promote the Dan Lewis Show.
Gary. Gary.
Your little weedy ass.
Gary, Dan's not gay.
Shut your mouth. I'll go Dan Lewis Show. Maybe he'll show me a little respect.
But Dan's not queer. Dan's not queer. Dan's not queer. He's not queer. Dan ain't queer. Dan ain't queer. He's not queer. He ain't queer. He ain't queer.
You remember one thing?
You go to hell!
You remember?
Dan not queer. Dan's not queer. Dan ain't gay. Dan don't bite no pillows. Why do you want to support him if he ain't queer? I thought you liked the queers. Gary, what's the matter? You ain't queer. You know, let me tell you something. I'm the next big thing! Yeah, you like it for a change.
Nice.
Preemptive. You still have your pictures on his website?
His pictures, yeah.
On your website?
Yes, they are there.
Those are hilarious.
Oh, God.
What's it under?
It's on danlewis.net, and then it just says the next big thing.
Oh.
He looks just like I pictured him.
I think even better.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing a red Hulkamania shirt, red plaid shorts, and like dress socks, isn't he?
Yeah, let me pull him up real quick. I think he had dark socks on.
It really is. We should really have that done as a poster.
Yeah.
Is somebody already using that phrase, the next big thing?
Not to my
I
knowledge.
think that's a wrestling.
No, is
One
it?
of the wrestlers is using that. Eddie would know.
Is it?
That's actually his stage name. I'm the next big thing.
Oh.
Oh. You can't use it then.
Good Season's Italian dressing. Anna Maria Alberghetti.
Oh.
She used to do commercials for him.
Okay. I guess.
It's already swamped.
What? Your website?
Yeah.
Because I know everybody was worried about the Anna Maria Alberghetti.
I was just wondering when Dan said we can't use the next big thing, if you were talking about on this show or on your show.
Yeah.
On this show.
Oh, okay. Because now you got to worry if he's making plans to use stuff on his show instead of this.
Oh, absolutely he's doing that. It's like when we had Dave Perner on from Soul Asylum.
Right.
Is that the band?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had him on. His solo, even though Soul Asylum's still together, he's writing stuff and he's keeping it for himself.
Sure he is.
Who knows what great stuff Dan's come up with that he's saving for...
It's the Dan Lewis Show. Dan Lewis.
He's bogarting all the good content.
Mm-hmm. He's probably been doing that ever since you guys have been together.
Probably.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, I got 5-year-old bits stored away, just in case.
Yes, Gene.
I think Gary just wet himself.
Yeah.
I have an idea for Dan's show. He can hire JD's son as his sidekick, and that'll solve JD's problem and Dan's problem.
Yeah. Then he's got a job. Did he get a job yet?
Yeah.
Was there? Thanks, Gene. Anything happened from yesterday?
No. He says he got a loan. It's going to cover at least this.
Give it to Everett in a nutshell. I love this.
At one point, he told me we only.
Well, first of all, did you know that Chris called JD and needed $1,000?
No.
Like the next day.
Okay.
Is he still in school?
Yes. Texas A&M Commerce.
He's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's there. He's going to class. He's in a fraternity. Yeah. Anyway. So he told me he needed $900. I saw the paperwork. It said $900. That was before they added housing and food in. So now it's $3,189 before November. Which I found out by calling. Because he told me, we only need $1,000. Well, that's a payment. That's not the whole deal. So,
well, college is expensive.
But he's not getting a job. He won't work. And I've had emails from another kid that's a sophomore there who says, there's jobs at Walmart. And Walmart, if he's staying at Blank Hall, it's right across the street, literally within, quarter of a mile. Okay?
Oh, there are jobs there. They're just like Dan said, just not jobs that he wants.
Right.
So. And the dorms where he's staying, that entire row of dorms is literally across the street from Walmart.
From the Walmart, right.
I still don't understand why you can't go to community college.
He can, and he may end up there. But he's already got himself in here. If he can stay there, great. If he'll put some money toward it, I will help him. But only if he puts money toward it.
I don't understand, though. When you said when he went there, you went, you're there, you're on your own, I'm not helping you with anything.
Well,
what changed?
If he needs help getting through college, that's what daddies do.
No, that's not what you said, though. And you were adamant. You're coming back. You're going to college. You got everything handled. I'm not helping you with anything.
What I was adamant about is he not coming back to my house. I'm living in my house.
And you said I wasn't helping him with anything.
You were off from college? You told him you were not going to help him. Because he said everything was handled.
Yeah, well, I'm going to help him.
You realize what you're doing.
I realize totally what I'm doing.
You're perpetuating his bad behavior.
If he comes up with some cash, he has to put effort forward. Right now, he hasn't put anything forward. And I don't mean loan money, and I don't mean grant money. I mean money that he's worked for. But again.
But he's got to come up with that now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a job.
He doesn't have a job. He said he got a loan. He said the loan came through yesterday. He says.
How convenient.
He said.
I think he's doing toot and he needed to pay off somebody.
No. I've already talked. I've spoken to the people.
Did you talk to his dealer?
No. Talk to the people in admissions and the scholarship office.
You don't know it's really admissions. Is it the number he gave you?
No.
Yeah, admissions. Yo, Daddy. Yeah, he's in. He's in. He got the cash. Gotta go. The dean's up front again.
No, I think I told you, though, that the lady in the scholarship office, when we talked about this on the air the other day, talked about calling her, somebody called her ahead of time and goes, they're going to call you from the radio station, don't answer your phone.
Actually, she dug up all the information, didn't she?
They tipped her off that we're going to call. Yeah, she had all the stuff in front of her. She goes, I'm ready. Let her go. She was very sweet. Everybody I've talked to out there has been very helpful.
All right, who wants to do football squares on when he's out of college?
Okay, Jesus.
Eddie?
I'm in.
Okay. Dan?
Even with the money in there, if he really to get the loan?
He also said a couple of months ago he had everything, and he didn't. He also said he had filed for a loan, put in the loan apps, and they said he hasn't.
Obviously he has if he got the money yesterday. But
well, he said he's got the money. Have you seen it?
I'm going to call.
Have you seen the check?
I've not seen it.
Seen the money in the bank?
Didn't.
He ain't got no check.
Okay.
You know why he ain't got no check?
Why?
He's on toot.
He's not on toot.
Yes, he is.
He's a good kid. He's not on toot.
Oh, he's a good kid.
He's a great kid.
But he's on toot.
He's not.
He knows exactly how to manipulate.
Sure he does.
And he's doing it again. And you're not allowed to.
I'm not giving him the cash. If he comes up with something, sometimes daddies do help kids through school. He's going to have to work. He's going to have to put some of it forward. I've told him this since last summer. He's going to have to show something first before I help him out. But I, being his father, I'm going to help him out through college. My dad helped me through. Didn't pay all of it.
I know, and you had the 2 light brights. Shut up. Or the give a show projectors or whatever.
I was a kid.
I got nothing when I was a kid. You know what I wanted? I wanted one of those,
What?
Don't break the ice games.
Yeah, those are nice.
I did.
I know.
My dad wouldn't get me one.
Why?
He goes, is that the one where you beat on the ice with the hammers? Yes. I want you, I don't want all that noise. Jesus is coming. All that noise, I'm not going to hear him coming. You're going to f*** it up for all of us, I'm telling you. So I couldn't have the give a show projector because I might accidentally shine it in Jesus' eyes and he don't come and I f*** it up for everybody with that.
Your dad never said these things.
Yes, he did. Did I have a give a show projector?
No, but
did I have the don't break the ice game? I couldn't even get cooties.
They didn't have
real ones of the game.
I remember the game. The real ones? They didn't have the cash.
He had the cash.
They didn't. You lived in Pleasant Grove and they didn't make a lot of money.
What does that mean?
That means you've said this before. They didn't have a lot of cash.
I never said that. We lived in Pleasant Grove just to cover it up.
I see.
My dad had this big tax sham going.
Oh. Hit it well.
I know where he didn't hide it. All right. Did we start yet?
Not
we
yet.
didn't start news yet. All right. Here we go.
It's the Dan Lewis Show.
3:35, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by the new Dan Lewis Show, also by Mitsubishi. And the Down and Under Pub and Grub. I'll be there Sunday with the Cowboy game at noon until 2. That's at Preston Road in Frisco. Down Under Pub and Grub. Come out and see the Cowboys and have some fun with us this Sunday. I have birthdays today. Wednesday, September 18th, 2002. Lance Armstrong turns 31. Frankie Avalon, 62. Robert Blake, still in jail at 69. And Dee Dee Ramone would have been 50 years old today. This will be cat number 1, by the way. Lancaster fire officials continue to search today for a cause of a fire that killed 4 children over the weekend. Investigators say they don't believe electrical wiring or natural gas played a role. Fire marshals say the fire is, quote, suspicious. Sunday night's fire killed the Lofton children, all 4 of them. The fire started in the master bedroom and smoke quickly spread through the house.
Was the story the mom wasn't home?
The mom ran to the store. That's what the deal was, and she came back. And this is actually the 911 tape is cut number 1. It's a little low, so you got to crank the volume up. Mm-hmm. And I just find it very odd. You guys listen. You think?
Well, don't tell us then. Let us listen and decide.
Listen to it. Okay, this is the 911 call. She's outside the home calling 911.
Lancaster 911. State
I have an emergency in 4141 Edwards. My house is on fire.
Do you actually see it?
Yes.
Are you outside, ma'am?
I have kids in the house, ma'am.
Have you gotten them out yet?
No.
Okay, you need to go get them out of the house, okay?
I can't go in there. It's too smoky.
Okay, I've got them in and out, okay? Okay, we're coming, okay?
There you go.
All right, what?
You find anything unusual on that tape at all?
Yeah.
Sounds strange to you in any way, shape,
I didn't hear no beeps. Not like the ones we get.
Ah. Yeah, they didn't start out with Holy Jesus, and didn't end with, oh, hell, I got to go. That was what I was saying. That was odd.
She didn't sound very surprised or upset.
Didn't
or
sound
concerned. Right.
I mean, you hear the tape of that mother from where the Deep Ellum little girls were killed, and she is hysterical. She's screaming.
Well, she doesn't know the kids are dead.
Even better yet, this mother didn't know her children were dead.
No, that's what I'm talking about, the one with the house fire.
I'm just saying, Dan, you got kids. Would you take the time to call 911, or would you be in the smoke? In the house.
Well, I'd be calling 911, but I'd be trying to get in the house.
Yeah, take care of the kids first. Let somebody else call 911 or something. I don't know. It just seems odd. She seems very calm.
911. State
I have an emergency in 4141 Edwards. My house is on fire.
Do you actually see it?
Yes.
Are you outside, ma'am?
I have kids in the house, ma'am.
Have you gotten them out yet?
No.
Okay, you need to go get them out of the house, okay?
I can't go in there. It's too smoky.
Okay.
She sounds distraught.
Calculatedly so. I just think it sounds...
Really? What is that? What are you saying?
I'm just saying that it
What are you
sounds...
saying?
I'm saying.
What is it you're saying? I don't think I get what you're saying.
I'm saying as a mother,
yes.
She would be, with 4 children in a house that's on fire, she should be hysterical. And in a big hurry to get that phone call over with and get in that house. And she has no issue.
She couldn't. It was too small.
It was too small. I'm telling you, if my kids were in a house that was on fire, I'd be in there.
Well, different people handle stress different ways, but she does sound relatively calm.
So you're saying it should sound something more like...
Police emergency 911, may I help you? My grandson is
Something like that?
Yeah. God, yeah, I was thinking maybe more so like that.
So you'd rather somebody be like that?
Police emergency 911, may I help you? My grandson is breathing. He's on fire.
Like that?
Yeah. I just think you'd be a little more, like this.
Lancaster 911, state
I have an emergency in 4141 Elwood. My house is on fire.
You actually see it?
Yes.
Police emergency 911, may I help you?
My grandson is breathing.
All right, I see what you're saying.
There's just a little variation in the speech patterns.
I actually found the audio from that girlfriend that set her boyfriend on fire.
Oh, okay.
That's what that 911 call is.
Got it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I ain't playing it now.
No.
It ain't the good time yet.
No, of course not. We'll move on.
All right.
Their mother told fire investigators that she went to the store and discovered the fire when she came back. Child Protective Services conducting an investigation to determine if abuse or neglect led to the deaths. They have had other reports.
Does she have a history with CPS?
CPS has been out there several other times. So it's still listed as suspicious, the fire.
That would be weird that none of the kids could get out.
Yeah, how odd. Especially the 2 of them were, obviously there were 2 that were small, the 4-year-old twins, but a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old?
Yeah. They say the smoke alarms?
No smoke alarms.
What time did this happen? Does it say?
It does not say.
Late at night?
It was night, yes. Let me see. Let me keep looking here. Nope. Didn't say.
Okay.
All right. New research dispels the old myth that marriage improves men's mental health but drives the women they marry crazy. The report released today shows that women who are married, have children, and who are in the workforce are least likely to suffer mental disorders, while unmarried, childless men are most at risk. The new report shows that married people are less likely to suffer mental disorders.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Bull. Really?
I know. I've been there. That divorced or
because you've seen both sides.
I certainly have.
So, and now you have a point of reference.
I do.
Dan's been married 20 years. He has no point of reference, so he doesn't know if he's nuts or not.
Right.
Am I right?
No, I could see how being married would absolutely drive you nuts. It can be a lot more stressful than being single.
So this thing says that married people with kids
are less likely to suffer mental disorders than that divorced and separated people are most prone to mood and anxiety. Well, I can see when you're separated because you're going through a time of transition. But as a single person...
Well, they're talking about divorced.
Yes, that divorced. Then up here it said single... Where did it say? Hold on. Unmarried, childless men are most at risk. Unmarried. It didn't say...
Of being what, a nut?
Yeah. Yeah. Suffering from mental disorders.
Yeah, but where's the cause and effect there? Because they could be unmarried and childless because they are nuts.
Oh, that's true, too.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Never married adults are most susceptible to drug and alcohol abuse, according to this research.
Yeah. Okay. I'm all right with that one.
Yeah, because you got a wife that's going to be bitching at you if you're drinking all the time or taking drugs or whatever. Or driving you. All right, fast food giant McDonald's recalling 100,000 of its popular NFL bobblehead figures after tests detected excessive levels of lead in the paint on some of the figurines. The bobblehead figures under recall include those designated to resemble the NFL players Anthony Thomas in Chicago Bear uniforms. So if you get one of those, be careful. It's got a lot of lead in it. An 84-year-old Ingman, South Carolina man died Saturday afternoon as he tried to cross Asheville Highway in his electric wheelchair. State troopers said the man was hit by a sports utility vehicle. He died at the scene. Troopers say the driver of the SUV was not hurt and was not at fault.
Guy was in a wheelchair?
Electric wheelchair. 84-year-old Inman died. Inman man.
A what?
It's Inman, South Carolina. I-N-M-A-N. As he tried to cross the highway in his electric wheelchair. It's not funny. Stop it. 84-year-old man in a wheelchair. Why is that funny?
He's trying to cross a highway.
I know. In his electric wheelchair.
That's insane.
Well, he's 84.
Yeah, so by now he should have learned to go down to the underpass or something.
It's still not funny.
Yeah. Well, and he's already in a wheelchair. He should have learned something the first time.
All right. Okay.
He goes back to when my grandfather died. I remember his very last words.
Oh, what'd he say?
That truck's not going to stop.
Walked right into that one. Jesus.
It's like if Christopher Reeve went horseback riding.
Did you see pictures of him today?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to his eyebrows?
I don't know.
Because you're looking at him and I couldn't figure out, all right, he's older, but he's only 50.
Right.
And his hair's receding, but his eyebrows are gone. Do you know any?
I had noticed.
Because he's not going under chemo or anything.
It might be from they strapped that headgear on him to fit him in the different machine. Have you seen the different machines that he uses to keep working his muscles? I mean, they strap his head into this thing, and then this machine, it'll move his arms. I don't know how you describe that.
Right.
And his legs at the same time, and he's just going.
Maybe his wife got pissed and shaved him. I mean, what's he going to do?
I got a story about him, but I wasn't going to use it till later. Let me find it real quick.
I know he's pissed off at the government.
Yeah, he's blaming Bush. Here it is. Christopher Reeve still giving hope to paraplegics around the world by insisting he'll walk again. If that doesn't happen, he's got someone to blame. He's now blaming President Bush and the Catholic Church. Reeve tells Britain's Guardian newspaper that Bush's opposition to embryonic stem cell research, which he says is highly influenced by the church, is setting back research and could lead to cures for paralysis.
So it's the government's fault he's not going to walk again.
But yeah.
And the Catholic Church.
Yes, who's pressuring Mr. Bush not to do the stem cell research.
So it's got nothing to do that he was on a horse thinking he was really Superman and jumping over stuff and then gets crippled. That's got nothing to do with it. It's the government.
He said if they had full government support for aggressive research, he could be walking. That's what he says.
Idiot. Hold on. Yeah, Jody?
Hey, two quick questions. One, you doing the 911 calls reminded me about the time Big Nick Rob or whatever got robbed.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever get that, Dan?
Did you ever get that, Dan?
How come we don't have it yet?
They said that we can't have it because it's still under investigation. The guy that handles the 911 call said he would call me as soon as it's available to me.
I don't understand why they can't release it. I mean, there have been cases to where the 911 call's been released.
Well, this fire's still under investigation, and we got that one.
Yeah. He called. When I called and talked to him, and this was just a couple of days ago, he said that he had called the detective to double check, and the detective said, "Do not release the 911 tape."
Is the robber, is his voice on the tape?
There must be something on there that they need or don't want released.
That makes sense.
All right. What was the other one, Jody?
The second one was I went and looked at all your pictures on the website from Psycho Bitch. And Everett, please don't play matchmaker anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks.
I'm setting up my own dating service.
Yeah, Everett actually called me today and goes, "Dude, I'm really sorry. I want you to say that on the air." He goes, "Oh, no." He'll admit it to me, but he won't get on the air and admit that he screwed up.
Well, I'm sorry that things unfolded the way that they did. I am. Who isn't?
How about just, I'm sorry.
I didn't make her do this stuff. I didn't bang her.
And you brought her to my house.
I introduced you to her.
You brought her to my house.
You invited her back, which is when all of this happened.
I had no reason not to, because at that point she already knew where I lived.
So just because she knew where you lived, it's okay. That's why you invited her back to your house.
It's not like she forgot from the first visit.
Well, no, but it was upon your invitation to her house that this all happened.
I understand that, but I had no reason. I couldn't hide where I lived at that point, so what was going to be my exposure was already as great as it was going to get. She knew where I lived.
Well, no, I would say inviting her to your house for 2 dates increases your exposure.
You would introduce...
Well said.
Thank you.
Just say it.
He's not going to do it.
Well, you're playing lawyer.
I said, I'm sorry things worked out the way they did. I was trying to do a good thing. My intent was not to introduce you to some chick who was going to deface your domicile.
That's not the point. You did, and it happened.
Twice. Horse chick. Actually, you're bad. You got 3 chicks you tried to introduce me to. The chick with the stomach, and then the horse chick.
You made out with her.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the psycho.
The one you invited to your home twice after I simply introduced you.
She wouldn't have been there to invite if you hadn't introduced her in the first place.
That didn't just come out of your mouth, did it, Dan? I mean, really? She wouldn't have been there for you to invite?
Dan's right.
That may work on your show, Dan, but it's not going to work on this one.
So we got a break. All right, girl, hold on.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Shut up, Tilly. All right, check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks. White Lightning.
Thank you, Russell. This report brought to you by UP in and Nextel in Dallas. Not a lot going on, actually. A couple of problems due to construction. The on-ramp from eastbound, 635 LBJ to northbound 75 Central. Traffic very heavy due to the high-5 interchange, heavier than normal. It's going to back up to Preston. Northbound, Loop 12 Walker and I-30. There is a minor accident there. That one not causing a severe delay. This report brought to you. Shut up! I'm working. I can't stand this crap. You guys are constantly joking around and playing and crap while I'm trying to do my damn job. All right. This report brought to you by Castrol GTX. The motor oil that is specially engineered for today for our complex, how-to-run-an engine. What? Yes, it does. Nobody knows what you said either, do they? You weren't asking that out loud, were you? People think I'm nuts, don't they? Son of a bitch. Huh? I don't care. Where was I? I know you don't. The motor oil is Castrol DTX. I quit. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. Why?
Thank you, Jonathan. 74 for the low tonight. Got a cold front coming in tomorrow. It's going to be real windy tomorrow afternoon. They say gusts could get up in the mid 50 mile an hour area. It's going to be 60 then for the overnight low tomorrow night, and then pretty much nice for the weekend, mid 80s, so a little bit cooler. We have 91 degrees currently at the Talk that Rocks, Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
Is that Jason Simpson out there?
Yes, it is.
Tell him I need a Harley key. Ask him where it is. I lost my other Harley key. I told you that, right? Mm-hmm.
Jason, Russ needs a Harley.
What?
He's just nodding his head.
I'll pay for it.
I'll get it for you.
When? I want to take it out and ride it, but I can't take it anywhere because Dan, you're in my way. What?
Tomorrow. I will get it.
It's $25, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pay for it. I lost it. I didn't know it would blow out when I was riding.
It shouldn't.
Well, I think what you're supposed to do is you turn on the ignition and you take the key out and stick it back in your pocket.
Yes.
I didn't do that, but it came out.
Okay. I will get you one.
Okay. Thank you.
Wasn't aware that Harleys required 2 keys. What's the problem?
I lost the other one.
And what does that one do?
It starts the motorcycle.
So you're supposed to start the motorcycle, then take the key back out.
I suppose. What are you laughing at, Everett?
So you lost
the whole
your
2 key thing. Dan totally misses the point.
No, but I don't
ride motorcycles.
Dan's confused because I can still start it.
Right.
So it sounds like I still have at least 1 key.
Right.
I don't. You stick the key in, you turn the ignition, that silver thingy in the middle of the gas tank. Uh-huh. Okay. You click that to the right. Then at that point you can take the key out and stick it back in your pocket.
Oh, so you've just been leaving the ignition technically on this entire time.
I couldn't shut it off if I wanted to. I don't have the key. It blew out when I was riding.
Hey, turn it off. Just got a kill switch?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
I mean, the thing turns. I need a key.
I don't ride motorcycles. I don't know.
It just blew out. I spent like an hour looking for it one night. I wanted to take it out tonight. I'm meeting a chick for drinks close to the house, and I wanted to take the Harley out, but I can't because I can't lock it up.
I understand now. It's in the on position all the time. Anybody could just walk up, start it, and ride away.
Absolutely. Because I lost,
can't leave it.
I lost the key, right? And I also like to lock the forks when I take it out.
Gotcha.
Even though I got it for free, it would upset me to lose it.
Yes.
Okay. Got that from the fine people at Harley-Davidson of Dallas, who now won't charge me the $25. All right, Everett, so is the guy going to come on? Don't say who it is. Is he going to come on?
No.
Does he have a reason?
Yes.
Is he scared?
I think so.
Good, he should be. He pissed me off. Well.
You can try to call him if you want. I don't think he'll talk to you, but you can certainly give it a shot.
Did he already tell you no?
Yeah, he already told me no.
Maybe if you ask him in your own fashion.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Mothra, the chick that ran into my garage door and did all the damage, she has an attorney now.
For what? She's suing you for what? Damage to her car?
Exactly why does she have an attorney, Everett?
Yeah.
I was stunned because Everett called me today. He goes, all right, Mothra's attorney called me. What?
She hurt her hand on the sign as he was beating your door? What?
So what did he say? Was today the first day he called you?
Yes.
Okay. He calls you up and he says?
Essentially that he's representing
Mothra.
Her. And that she does want to resolve this in an amicable fashion. And that was basically...
So why does she have an attorney? You just go, okay, I'm going to pay for the damage and we're done.
I think she didn't feel comfortable dealing with me directly.
Oh, but she felt comfortable dealing directly with my house.
Apparently that would be the logic, yes.
And now she's going to go to the expense of hiring an attorney to handle this for her.
Actually, he's doing it for her for free.
Oh, he's probably dating her. Lucky him.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's 2 smart moves he's made.
Doesn't a lawyer do this for free when he's hoping to get something on a contingency basis? Is he going to try to sue Russ now?
No, I think
But that came up in conversation, didn't it?
Sue you for what?
Tell him, Everett. Tell him.
What is your kid?
Oh, I swear, I came this close today and went, screw it. I'll eat the money. I don't care if it's $10,000. I'll eat it, and I'm going to send this bitch to jail.
As you can. With a phone call.
And just the fact this attorney threw this thing out at Everett, it's like, first of all, you guys have no leverage whatsoever. You got none. And to throw out anything at all is going to do nothing but piss me off. Tell him, Everett.
I gotta know.
Well, he said, Russ has some civil liability in this.
And my civil liability is what?
Well, according to him, he thinks that there would potentially be a cause of action for defamation of character.
Well, then you know what I need to do, and I thought about this. If I've defamed her character, then Eddie, hand me a pencil, okay? And I'll just take this paper, thank you. I will now write her an apology letter. JD, give me her name.
I don't know her name.
Then her address.
I have no idea.
City?
Don't know where she lives.
Maybe I'll send it to where she works.
Not a clue.
I could send it to the people that made her car. What kind of car does she drive?
That is... Didn't see it. Don't know. You haven't said.
Thank you. This is not my first day beating somebody up on the air. I was going to give them absolutely nothing to countersue me with anything whatsoever. That's why you don't know her name. You don't know what she drives. You don't know where she works. You don't know what kind of car she's got. You don't know her. You don't know anything.
Yeah. Only person that knows who she is people she's told about this story.
That's right.
And at that point, she's creating her own exposure.
I completely agree. And I pointed that out.
So, the message that I gave you to give to him, did you?
Yes.
Did you change any of the wording?
I did not.
What was it? Ever?
Russ asked me to tell him that if he brought up anything whatsoever with regard to any potential countersuits, that he would, quote, stomp his ass flat.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I hear him saying that.
Did I get that right?
Absolutely.
What do you...
the part you left out was F with me, and I'll stomp your ass flat.
Yes. I didn't want to say F on the air.
And his response was?
Well, we're trying to settle this thing amicably.
So you think he threw that out just as a threat, just to make you go, ooh?
It's just a typical lawyer response.
I wanted to talk to him on the air about this whole civil liability.
Oh, that's the guy who won't come on. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
No, you can certainly try. I even told him that you may try to call, and he's certainly free to do what he wants at that point. But I asked him if he would go on the air, and his initial response was no.
Well, there's no reason to waste the time.
Jesus.
So
just put her in jail. Get this over with.
I'm seriously, I'm this close. I've already paid for the garage door to be replaced. That's done.
Yeah.
I've already written a check for that. The front door still got to be replaced.
Yeah.
And I got to have a landscaping company come out and replace those very expensive zinnias. They are.
Is that what they were?
And I had to sit at the house today for 2.5 hours while they replaced the door. Mm-hmm. More money that... Mm-hmm. What is that, Dan? Time. My time's...
Stress.
Well, you need to decide, there's going to be a balance here. You've got to decide which way you want to go.
I've been
want to put her in jail.
I've been kind and I've been courteous and I've been quite patient. Giving her a chance to make, what's the word?
Restitution.
To make it right.
Right. But she's pulling all these shenanigans. You could go ahead and get the satisfaction of putting her in jail, making her go through court. She'll be publicly humiliated. And there's nothing that she can do.
I'm trying to avoid that.
Well, and that will cost her another, am I right, couple grand? If she gets arrested, you got a bail, you got court. At that point, no lawyer's going to take that on free. Right now, he's just making phone calls. Right. I mean, he's a friend making phone calls. Yeah. You show up in court, you're going to cost money.
Oh, sure.
So she can add another couple grand to her stupidity.
Yeah. On the other side of that, Russ will have to go through all the trouble of actually going to court to testify.
Well, there certainly won't be any content wrapped around that. Oh, Jesus Christ, let him depose me. Depose me, you bastard! I haven't been deposed in 4 years. Yeah, I want to be deposed.
You love that.
Sue me. Sue me! I love depositions.
I know.
Sometimes I just lay in bed at night wishing I was being deposed. Ask me questions.
Depose him, Everett.
He gets drunk in the office and he makes us ask him questions so he can answer. You've done that. Ask me something. Ask me a question.
Depose me. Because the less you give them.
Yes.
See, that's the great thing with depositions. Is when I got sued a few years ago, the people that were suing me, when my attorney deposed them, he would ask them one question. Mm-hmm. Chick would talk for like 4 pages. Wow. And if you're an attorney, all you got to do is sit back and listen and then pick out different bits and pieces, and you use that for your further questioning. Mm-hmm. Am I right, Everett?
Yes. And you also have it locked in so that when you go to trial, you can ask them the same question. If they answer it differently, you can say, but under sworn testimony and deposition, you said blah, blah, blah.
You said this.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. And my attorney kept them the full, I think it's 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Is that what the law is now?
I think it's 8.
I thought it changed. It was 8 and it went to 6.
I don't do enough civil to be sure. It's either 6 or 8. It's a long time.
But he kept them the full term of...
Right. Now, when they deposed me, the guy gave up after 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
You know what? I was too. It kind of pissed me off. Because the attorney that I had, he said, all right, here's what you do. You go in, you be honest, be factual, but don't volunteer anything. It's not your job to volunteer. If he wants to know something, he'll ask. And he goes, if they're not videotaping it, take as long as you like to respond. Because if they're videotaping, then if they play that in court, then they can see that, you just lean back and
stalling.
Right. But you can't see that if they're just entering it in text, right?
Correct.
Right. So he would ask a question like, do you work at KEGL? What?
Do you work at KEGL?
Yes, I did. And it went on like that for over 2 hours.
Did he? When he finally quit, did he just go?
He got pissy.
Oh, I bet.
He finally just said pass on the witness. I guess is what they say when they're done. Mm. I looked at him. Are we done? How soon? How was that?
I have so much more to give.
Yes. And you can go back and look at the deposition. It was just 1-word answers, 1 2-word answers. I forget. I don't know. Possibly. It varies.
I don't recall.
Yeah, they can't prove that you remember something. That's true. Oh, that's funny.
Because he was asking me about an event that was like, 2 years before. I don't know. I forgot. I can't remember. I don't know. Excuse me.
Well, this guy's got absolutely no grounds whatsoever. This new guy.
Well, and the attorney that's talking to Everett, does he know that she admitted to you?
Yes.
That she did it?
Yes.
And what did he say?
That's not even an issue at this point because he knows that. He knows that she confessed everything to me, and liability is not even in question. He's not disputing the fact that she did this.
So what does he want? I mean, is he trying to negotiate the price? Is that where this was left?
Well, do you want me to go into the details of it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Just don't say any names or stuff.
Okay.
Don't want to give him any fuel.
Oh, no.
I hate to go to court.
Oh.
I hate to get deposed. I don't want to be deposed. I'm scared. Go ahead.
Well, it had to do with the dollar amount and deferring part of the payment until a time beyond Friday.
Okay, so we're still cool on that then?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was trying to jack me down.
No.
Okay. There was something else he did that pissed me off. I forget what it was. Do you remember?
I thought that the counterclaim.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. It's like, all right, we're in trouble. They got pictures. She's admitted she's done it. The pictures are on the World Wide Web. She's told people.
Oh, was it the fact that he wanted estimates on things?
Yes. You can kiss my ass. Just the fact that I had to spend my time to go find a door company, and then I got to, Eddie's helping me price front doors and all this other stuff. That's eating up out of my time, and I had to sit there while they worked on the garage today for 2.5 hours. No, you don't get estimates. I'm jacking it up.
How much is your time worth?
No, you haven't added any of that.
My time? No.
Suffering time.
And of course, he doesn't calculate that in. He just wants to throw out threats. Well, you realize, there's some civil action against him. Pain and suffering, defamation of character.
As though she is the victim in any of this.
Right. I made her do it.
Chicks do that, man. They always turn it around to they're the victim. She said it to, who did she say it to? You or? Yeah, to
oh,
Everett.
yeah.
Everett, yeah. Well, he was just an ass.
Yeah. He was being an ass to me.
That made it okay. I'm sorry, I get.
And what she defined as being an ass, and I'm not coloring this in my direction. I'm telling you exactly what happened. She got into bed. I went, you guys aren't staying. She said, oh, and that was the end of the conversation. I go upstairs, the front door slams, I lock the door, she beats on the door, I can't find my keys. Then that little scenario, and she wants to talk, I went, I don't want to talk to you about it. Maybe in a couple of days, but not right here, not in my front yard. I want to watch you get in your car so you can leave, and I'll make sure you get in it okay. Well, you could just close the door. I went, last chance. Now, you close it. I closed the door, and that was it.
Well, as bad as the whole thing was in terms of destruction of property, that's not what disturbed me as much as her reaction afterwards, because
if in fact she was drunk when she, just the light of the next day.
Exactly. I mean, who among us has not done something they'd wish they hadn't the night before for whatever reason? But
Eddie don't.
Well,
go ahead.
There are no witnesses.
Right.
But
just a bunch of lumps in his ground.
I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Dug it deeper.
But, the next day.
They crawl out.
Well, what I was going to say is the next day when I was talking to her about it, I said, what did you hit his door with? And she said, oh, I was just hitting it with my hand. So, first, her inclination is to lie about it.
Right.
Then I say, look, there are gashes in his door from where you pulled that sign out of the ground and started hitting it. Don't you know they're going to dust that sign for fingerprints and yours are going to be all over it. It's going to be indisputable that you're the one that hacked at his door.
Because nobody's touched that sign since they put it in the dirt 2.5 years ago.
Her response to that was, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. She realized she was busted. Then, instead of owning up to it entirely, she says, well, yeah, but I just hit it a couple of times, and there's no way that sign could have done that in any kind of, real damage to his door. So, first she lies about it, then she minimizes it, and then she accuses you of being such an ass that somehow justifies it. I mean, all of it, the overarching thing.
She was pissed off because I humiliated her because I wouldn't talk to her about anything right then and there. I didn't want to. I had no inclination. I wanted her to leave.
Well, the overarching theme is just to shift blame away from what she's done. Denial.
He made me do it.
Minimization.
That's all it is. He made me do it.
Yeah. Right.
He had it coming.
Well, and that's probably how she's existed all this time. That's how she gets away with things. She shifts the blame. I just can't believe that any attorney for free or otherwise would take this.
JD's probably right. Just a friend, and she called and went, hey, I'm in trouble. Can you do this? And maybe try and minimize my damages. Well, we're going to sue. I wish you would. In fact, if it'll help, I'll go ahead and file charges. If you'll go ahead and, if you swear to countersue. Can we still do that?
You can still file charges anytime. Do it. You should do it. You've let her off the hook way too easily. It's night at my house, and I was more twisted Monday than you were. I even asked you off the air. I went, are you twisted? And you went, no, not really. I mean, it's upsetting.
Because I knew sooner or later I was going to be reimbursed for what was done. Whether I put her in jail and the court ordered her to do it. The reason I was doing it this way, so I could get my money now.
I guess. That's something you own that someone destroyed. She was humiliated. You were attacked.
Well, yeah, it's your home. And the thing about...
My homestead.
Yes.
The thing about this whole deal is...
Hold on a second. We got to break bad? Okay. All right, we'll finish this up.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up. And now back to the Russ Martin Show with J.D. Ryan, associate producer Eddie Boyd, and Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM Talk White Lightning.
Yeah, I noticed.
What?
Very cute.
What?
That you've already deleted my name from the bumpers.
Is that not in there? Eddie, reload that.
I missed that totally.
Of course you did.
And now, back to the Russ Martin Show with J.D. Ryan, associate producer Eddie Boyd, and Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM Talk White Lightning.
Which also brings up another question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell Tom to call me and ask for all of my contact and background information and all the stuff off of my computer?
Thomas, my realtor?
Mm-hmm.
Did he call you?
Yes, he did.
Did he say that I said to call?
Yes, he did.
I guess I did.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you ask?
Why would he need all that information? Because that would normally be something I would hand over to, say, JD. Give him all of my contacts.
Well, you would hand that over to whoever the new producer would be.
You're going to make the real estate guy... real estate guy, the producer for this show.
I'm sorry, what were you doing before, Jose?
I was doing theater and television.
And what else? Car stereos? Electronics? Furniture.
That was 20 years ago.
Okay, so that's it. Oh, I forgot about the theater. Where was that again?
Where was what? I did theater all over.
What was your latest engagement?
Last one I did was at THO Dallas, which is not there anymore.
Yeah.
They tore that building down. They moved the theater to a different place.
I think probably more people have seen Thomas at Caldwell Bankers than you at that place.
Oh, okay.
You're just going to beat him to death with this, aren't you?
Yes.
No, I'm preparing. Who knows when his show would happen? Bob sounded very positive last night.
But he said January. Soonest.
He said after the ratings come out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gimme. You get a show and a hat.
Oh, well, fine. I'll give him whatever you want me to give him.
I just like to be prepared.
It's your show. You can have whoever you want.
I want to be prepared.
He's a real estate guy.
I want to be prepared. I like him. He's got good attention to detail, and he drinks.
You don't have to train him.
Was it bother you that I quit? Yeah. That I quit drinking or something? Or?
Did you quit drinking?
Completely, yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't bother me.
and you know I
now,
quit.
If I stopped, that would be a different story. No, it didn't bother me. You stopped drinking.
Okay.
Why would I care if you drank?
I don't know. Sometimes, people who do drink get irritated when there's people around.
Eddie doesn't drink.
Eddie doesn't.
Everett doesn't drink.
I know.
Everett just... Never mind. All right.
He makes unorthodox comments.
No, I was going to say he just irritates me regardless. What was it? Because you were at Dan, you're going to ask Everett something when we went into the break.
Well, no, the question's for you. Because right before the break, you said that you haven't gone through the legal process of having her arrested and all that because you want your money right now.
Yeah.
Do you really, given the amount of money, do you really need it right now?
No.
So, and you're going to get it eventually anyway. So why not go through the satisfaction of having her arrested, prosecuted, go to jail, and go ahead and go through the entire legal process?
Let me consult with counsel. Is there any possibility I wouldn't get my money?
Well, sure, there's always a possibility.
But he could still do a civil action even along with the legal action, could he not?
Yeah, it really comes down to whether or not you want to resolve this now.
I don't really care.
Okay. I mean, that has to be your decision, obviously. I can only pave the way, which I've done.
Yes.
Yeah, she thinks she was humiliated by you. How's she going to look in an orange jumpsuit? That's humiliating.
Yeah, they'd actually lock her up, right?
Oh, sure.
With a number on it.
At least for a while.
And they take pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fingerprinter?
Yeah.
Ooh. Think about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Arrest is highly erotic.
I didn't like it.
Well, but it's a chick.
Did you ever have to actually go into the
I was damn close.
Yeah,
I was this far from having a weenie in my took.
No.
I was.
When they switch you to the orange jumpsuit, that's when you know you're in trouble, because they're going to put you in the back for a while.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
And Dan, when I got stopped, and then he decides he's going to do the field sobriety test, which, by the way, I was found not guilty. Mm-hmm. And he goes, all right, you do all this stuff, and then he handcuffed me and he took me in. And I think it was like 3-4 hours.
Yeah. I took possession of your car. I parked my truck down the street in there was a grocery store. So I pulled in there, walked back, and when they took you away, they gave me possession of your car, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. So then, I'm waiting, and I mean, I had time to call, I think I called JD. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. All right, I'm locked up. Can you come get me? Hello?
No. This is like, what, 3:30 at this point?
Probably.
Yeah.
After white trash.
Yeah. And also they...
Hello?
I'm sorry.
I'm locked up. Can you come get me?
Hi. Are you in the other room?
No, I'm in jail.
I can't.
I felt really bad, but they would have locked me up. You don't go to jail drunk to get somebody out.
You'd have sobered up by then.
It's a long drive. Oh, yes, a long drive.
And then I'm trying to call Everett, and of course with Everett, middle of the night,
I'm asleep.
I understand that, but I didn't like being there. And
you're a criminal attorney. You don't answer your phone at night. You don't have anybody that can get a hold of you.
Well, yeah, I could stay up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if I chose, but I have to
an
sleep
answering
like
service
else.
or something to...
I have an answering service. You can call my office anytime.
That's an answering machine.
No, it's voicemail if we're going to get...
It doesn't make any difference. In the middle of the night is when you want out. You don't want to be there for a while. And I know you have a philosophy on that, which is...
I don't do that.
Right.
Well, you'd never sleep, honestly.
No, I never would. And there are guys out there that do that, and you can do really well for yourself financially and die at the age of 50 from stress and a heart attack because you don't rest.
Never sleep.
I work hard during the day.
I understand.
At night, I sleep.
Anyway, so to answer your question, JD, I'd sit in the tank, watch this guy get his ass beat by the cops. It was almost worth getting locked up.
Yeah.
Because nobody was in there. It was me and 2 other guys. And, after I whacked them around and kept my shoes.
Yeah. You didn't have to do any of that.
Yes, they tried to take my shoes. So after I was done with them, because you got to go in, and when you're in the lockup, you got to hit the biggest guy. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did. All right, so now I'm in C block.
Gotcha.
City, you mongoloid.
I forgot we said that before. I'm sorry.
No, we haven't.
Okay,
so there's a little reminder.
My bad.
Yes, they have a C block. I was known as the Hammer.
I did. You got a name in a matter of hours?
I was the Hammer of C block.
Oh, man. You took over, didn't you?
You have to. Otherwise you get raped. And I'm not getting raped over a pair of shoes.
Don't mess with him.
That's a hammer. That's a hammer. Welcome to C block.
The tough, smart drunk.
Yeah. So, I got that. Yeah. Where was I going?
You were the Hammer of C block.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting in C block after I've cleaned everything up.
Right.
And I'm watching out the seemed like there were glass doors. I can't remember. Anyway, this guy's mouthing off to the cops, and they just start beating the snot out of him.
That's so much fun to watch.
It is, because you're in there, you're locked up, and okay, I haven't done anything. I'm safe. He's out there mouthing, there's nothing bad that can happen to me unless they stick him in here. And if they do, he's already worn out anyway. And then the hammer ain't got to fly on him. So he's screaming at him. And I mean, they're hitting him in the small of the back of his knees, to try to get him down on the ground.
Sure.
And I'm sitting in there, I'm going, please, nobody recognize me. And as they're walking me from the counter over to the lockup, Russ Martin, you suck!
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I seriously, I think that was the guy that ended up getting beat up later.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so, for whatever reason, it took a long time. Dan had already posted bail. I was ready to go. And they said, well, nobody's here. Even though Dan had been out front the whole time. And they took me in a little room. They go, okay, you're going to have to strip down and we're going to have to put you in this orange jumpsuit. I went, could you just kind of look out front and see if there's somebody out there with money? No, put this on. And about 2 minutes before I actually was in the room and I was getting ready to put it on, she slides open the door.
I see.
Kiss it. Kiss it and we'll let you go.
She?
Or whatever.
Okay.
Thanks for helping with the bill.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, she goes, somebody's out front. They've got you. You can stay in your regular clothes. You're ready to go.
I had been there since they took you in.
They weren't really swooped with everything that was going on because when they took me in and they were ready to book me, the chick behind the counter hands me a card and it's got somebody else's name on it. I looked at the cop and went, shouldn't this card have my name on it? I don't know.
Oh, God.
So I looked at the chick. I went, is that your name on this card? She looked at, she goes, that's not yours. And then I go to get the mug shots and the guy's holding a file and goes, no, that's not you. Hold on. Then when I go to check out, they give me somebody else's bag of clothes. Oh, man. But it's still worth watching that guy get his ass beat.
Yeah. What a pain.
What was the original question?
Would it be worthwhile to just go ahead and put her through all of that? Who knows? Maybe she'll smart off to a cop.
I think if there is a lesson to be learned on her part, it's been learned. If it hasn't been learned at this point, it never will be.
You don't think getting locked up would help?
You can learn a lot by being put in jail.
Eddie's nodding his head. Eddie, what block were you in? What did they call you?
I didn't have a name.
Oh, you weren't in long enough.
God. Your mom was Dallas County. I was the white one.
Okay. the Great White Hope. Yeah. Okay. How long were you visiting?
2 days.
Damn.
And it was a miraculous story because it was at a Ozzy Osbourne concert outside.
Yeah.
Got drunk, got into a fight with a cop. They handcuffed me, beat the living hell out of me, and then locked me up for 2 days.
Yeah. Whippings normally work.
Yeah.
She could learn an invaluable lesson.
So actually, if I had her locked up, it would be for her own good.
Of course.
Doing her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she thinks she was humiliated at your house.
Yeah, sometimes you got to hit rock bottom before you actually pick yourself up and move forward with your life and make something of the rest of your existence.
You owe her this.
Don't the slammer ever.
It's up to you.
I can't decide. This is just so much fun.
I've heard that the women's side of jail is a lot more educational than the guys' side.
Is it ever?
Well, yeah, because they group up in family units. It's not like the guys where everybody's just,
trying to get in each other's ass.
Right. There's actually a mother figure and a father figure and children. And,
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. They group up, they form family units because women by nature are because they're very nurturing and that, for whatever reason, that's just what happens.
So they have their own little societies.
Yes, but they have family units within these societies.
What is it, Gavin?
Hey, Russ.
Yeah.
I respect women. I don't go around beating them up.
Right.
I give them a little dash every once in a while.
Sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes. But, man, I think you need to throw her in jail. You need to file charges on her. If you said the other day, if this was flipped around on you, she would have thrown you in jail.
Oh, yeah. I'd have my own collection of orange jumpsuits by now.
Before the dawn,
you would have been White Hope.
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I believe in, if a domestic violence domestic.
I got it. Thank you.
But only you can make that decision.
Which is which?
I forgot to call it.
Okay.
I can't decide.
Okay.
How long would this stretch out if I went ahead and filed charges?
Conceivably for months and months, even years.
Really? Possibly. So this would loom overhead?
Conceivably.
Over hers, not yours.
Yeah.
Well, it would be over both of you.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, there would be some obligations on your part.
I would go to court.
Right.
I have no problems with that. I have pictures. I have documentation. I've already had a police officer come by and witness the damage the next day. I haven't even filed a police report, but the police have seen it.
Okay. As I said, all I can do is pave the way to resolve this amicably, which I have done. You can either choose to do that or not. I guess I could set you up with another chick, but...
No. I got another date tonight. I can't decide. I just... I'm corrupt. I have too much power. But we don't have the money yet, right?
Not yet.
Once we accept it, am I screwed?
Turn off the mics for a second.
Okay. You people hold on for a second. All right, you people are lucky. We got a break. So you got something to listen to for a second?
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 4:51. J.D. Ryan is here. Producer Dan Lewis. Associate producer Eddie Boyd. Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney. O'Malley's on the phone. Legally, I don't have to take the money.
Correct. But we've already made an agreement. You told me what you wanted me to convey. I conveyed that to her attorney.
Yeah.
The money's already on its way.
I don't have it.
Well, they overnighted it. We'll have it tomorrow.
We'll send it back.
We already agree. I did exactly what you asked me to do, and now you're asking me to
You've never had a client change their mind?
You're reneging.
I heard you the first time. We've done that joke.
I know. But you are.
So? I've changed my mind. I've decided to help her out.
Okay. My hands are tied. I mean, I can't make you settle. You're right.
Yes, Jeffrey.
Hey, Russ, you've got an ideal opportunity here, bud. You can advance equal rights for women and give them the same treatment that men have been getting all along.
Yeah,
you kind of owe this to them. They want you to send her to jail.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Well, why is it you're jumping all over me during the break? We already said you told him to send the money.
Well, because you conveyed to me what you wanted to do.
I got it.
I told her lawyer.
Yeah.
He conveyed that to her. She agreed to do that. It's all been done. That's what we spent all morning working out. We got it all hammered out so that the whole thing's resolved amicably.
I know, but the power just hit me.
Could they come back at Russ in any way, shape, form, or fashion civilly later over this? Breach of promise, anything like that?
No, because we're still in the settlement negotiation stages at this point.
Yeah.
Actually,
could they bring this up in court? Well, he was going to take money and then changed his mind.
Technically, no. They shouldn't be able to. There are ways around just about everything, but there is a rule of evidence that says offers of settlement or compromise are generally not admissible at trial. The reason being, if you were to allow those discussions to be admissible, it would squelch any possibility of actually negotiating. People wouldn't negotiate if they knew that what was said in negotiation.
It could be used in court later.
Exactly right.
I got it. What is it, James?
Oh, I didn't know you'd offered a settlement up to it.
Do what?
I didn't know you had offered or had accepted a settlement offer on that.
What were you going to say?
Well, if they're, depending on the time frame that you reported it to the police, and a report was not made, the chances of them taking criminal charges are pretty slim, thinking that it might be some sort of retaliatory effort on your part.
Everett?
I think it's well within the statute of limitations, and it's going to be discretionary on the part of the
right. It'd be the prosecutor's discretion, but and speaking firsthand knowledge, chances of it taking real slim, depending on the amount of time.
Well, it's only been a few days.
And the big question in the prosecutor's mind is going to be, why did you not file the report at the time?
Gave her the chance to, screw it.
You gave her a chance. It's taken too long. Nah, because she's got an attorney, and it's pissed you off further.
Yeah. He made me mad. Isn't that a good one? They threatened to sue me.
You do whatever you like.
I'll just get the money. I'm sick of the bitch already. When is the money coming?
Tomorrow.
I get it tomorrow?
Yes.
All of it?
Do you want me to disclose the terms of it?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, you get...
I told you, we talked about this.
I forgot.
Okay. Do you want me to talk figures?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. $2,000 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the other $500 within 3 weeks.
Can they go ahead and sue me civilly?
No, we're going to. I'll draft the settlement.
No, I don't want that. I want to get sued civilly.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, good. I want to go to court. I want to be deposed.
I'll talk to her lawyer and see if maybe he can file something frivolously against you.
That would be nice.
Okay.
All right, so you hang on to the money until all of it's in, right?
I'll hold it in trust for 3 weeks until she pays the rest. And
then I file the charges.
No.
I know, then we sign the settlement. Yes, Sarah? Yes.
Despite all this legal and...
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Aside...
Absolutely. God bless you for calling. All right, when was the last time we did news?
Hey, about an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Planning for your new show, Dan? I just see you kind of looking around.
No, I was looking at the clock.
Oh.
You asked what time we did news. We actually did it almost an hour and a half ago.
Okay. You ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still have the news story from the chick that set her boyfriend on fire?
I can look. I don't believe so, but I can find it, I'm sure. It was a Houston TV station. Channel 2, I believe.
Do we still have the audio from her grandfather? Does anybody have it? Do you have it in? Always. Do you know the story, Everett?
No.
This guy's living with his grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
This chick shows up. They let her in. She goes in, throws gas all over him, and sets him on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds even worse than your date.
Almost, yeah. Stay cut one.
This gas tank was taken into evidence.
This is it.
Fire.
This is the actual news story from Channel 2 in Houston.
Montgomery County, where the victim lives with his grandfather. Jesse Dock says his grandson's 21-year-old girlfriend, Latricia Womack, came over about 7 this morning, so he let her in. But soon heard screaming coming from his grandson's bedroom, 23-year-old Marvin Dock.
Well, I jumped up to open the door to see what was going on. Open the door to my bedroom. Because the bedroom he was in was right across from mine. And it's a hall in between. I opened the door. Well, then there he was on fire.
Play it again.
Yeah.
The couple.
Yeah, he was. I opened it up to
Marvin's bedroom, 23-year-old Marvin Dock.
Well, I jumped up to open the door to see what was going on. Open the door to my bedroom. Because the bedroom he was in was right across from mine. And it's a hall in between. I opened the door. Well, then there he was on fire.
They have a couple other interviews. You want to hear that?
Yeah.
They're not as good as that.
No.
Boy, you on fire again. Did the meth lab blow up? I hit the wrong one.
The couple has a young son together. Relatives say Latricia is expecting another child and say
So obviously, the boyfriend, they already had a kid, and he got her knocked up again. So I guess she's pissed off about that.
I guess so.
She thought he was cheating on her, too.
Oh,
I missed that.
Yeah, she thought this is infidelity.
It's right at the end of this.
Couple argued recently.
Yeah, I think it was due to the fact that she felt like he was cheating on her.
A friend of Latricia's says she's having a hard time accepting this happened.
It shocked me because I'm really just surprised because she was a real quiet, soft-spoken girl. We used to have Bible studies together. Yes, and she would always come over and, just real talk, just about God all the time.
And set
But
him on
now
fire.
her boyfriend is in critical condition with third-degree burns over much of his body. And sadly, a similar case was in the news recently. This Houston woman's estranged husband was sentenced to life in prison last month for using gasoline to set her on fire. The reason he gave in court was because she refused to take him back.
As for Latricia Womack, police believe they do know where she is. She fled the scene this morning, according to witnesses. Now, police do want...
Hell yeah, fire's dangerous.
Yeah.
I have the 911 call if you want to hear that.
Yes, absolutely.
Here it is. I found the story.
It's all right. We know it now.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry, it took me a minute. Just had to find the archives.
Speed demon. That's what you are.
It's a slow computer I got here.
Which one's the 911 call on?
This one? Took it out. The one you took out.
Oh, did I take it out?
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. You'll never do a show this slick, Dan.
I know.
Oh.
No, he's right. It'll never be this slick.
Everything all ready, all queued up. Never any dead air.
Things labeled.
No.
Police emergency 911, may I help you? My grandson is burning up. He's on fire. My husband went in. He heard some screams, and he opened the door, and he he's just on fire. He's burning up. Ma'am, what happened? This crazy bitch, she come over and throw gasoline on him, and then his house caught on fire. He's burning up. He's burning up. He's standing in front of the TV. I can't see the TV. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Let me go back a little.
Yeah. Cold. 45.
I guess he's still too close.
My liquor will do that.
I didn't know they blow up quite that way.
I guess they did.
Those are a danger to have around the house.
Yeah.
Drop and roll. He'll set the damn sand carpet on fire. What are you stupid?
I don't think I could understand what she said.
It's hard sometimes with the 911 calls because people are excited.
She was afraid he would catch the shag carpet.
Oh.
If he did the stop, drop, and roll.
Well, that wouldn't be good.
No.
Man, tell him to stop, drop, and roll. He'll set the damn sand carpet on fire. What are you stupid? I'm gonna beat his ass with this rifle bat. I put his stupid ass out. I told you not to fuck that ugly chick.
What? guy's being burned to death.
And getting relationship advice at the same time.
Yeah. Probably not the right time for counseling.
No, sometimes you got to help people when they're at their worst.
Yeah.
Not real supportive. His fro looks like a chewed up Nerf ball.
Yes. All the chemicals.
Yeah. And protein.
Ma'am, ain't nothing going on here. Never mind.
He sounds like he's in some pain.
Yeah. Break? All right.
Gosh.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
So that guy thinks it's fake?
Oh, he's not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home. I'm going to drive my car into my own garage. I'm going to put gashes in my front door and yank up all the flowers in my flower bed for a bit. You know what? I'm a wacky DJ.
You're nutty.
Whatever.
It's like I said when we talked about this initially. It's so incredible that people might be inclined not to believe it.
All right. I said that. I think I even said that on the air Monday because we had this big build-up of, take this chick out. All right, I'm not going to call her because she's being a pain in the ass to go to Ozfest. And then the Friday night date, I'm going to go. Then I'm not going to go. And she didn't call back and confirm at a certain date. It was just all the build-up. And then Monday, she wigs out and does all the crap to my house. Even JD said it. He goes, if you didn't have the pictures, I wouldn't believe it.
I wouldn't have.
No. Sorry. So what does the guy say?
Just says, first of all, assuming the story about the girl vandalizing Russ's house is even true, there's no guarantee that this woman will be arrested. Did you guys make this material up to keep your ratings up? Says, okay, it's probably true, being that Russ is crazy and probably has crazy things happen to him. Russ, or Everett, sure knows how to pick women, and it sounds like Russ has had a few brushes with the law himself in the past. How do I get so involved in these stories? You guys have sucked me in.
You're a dope. You're an idiot. You play right into my hand.
Mm-hmm. But then he also asks, Everett might have insight on the odds of her actually doing jail time. He wants to know if she'll actually do any jail time.
All right, if I file charges and with all the information that we have, what's she probably going to get? Probation?
Probably.
First offense, right?
As far as I know.
As far as we know.
Yeah. Well, you ran a background check on her?
Yeah, from what I could find out, yes.
No felonies?
No prior felonies.
No anything?
Not that I could find.
All right, I'll just take the cash.
Okay.
Monty. Sunday, Everett was adamant. He goes, file charges.
Just because of her attitude.
Yeah. Now, I didn't actually hear, Everett heard it.
Yeah.
So I didn't get, the
indignation.
Yeah, I didn't get the benefit of the emotional response I would have had if she had a call up going, hey, I pulled up all your stuff.
Well, just the fact that she lied about it, then when I confronted her with the possibility of fingerprints on the sign, she admitted to it, but then begrudgingly and then tried to minimize it. Just the whole attitude was one of denial and deflecting blame away from herself. That just didn't sit very well with me. Given what she had done, I would have expected her to be remorseful and say, what can I do to make this right? I mean, that's what.
Yeah, holy crap, I was drinking. I'm terribly sorry. Let's make this right.
Right.
And then I probably would have, reconsidered and taken her out again. Yeah, if I had ever taken her out again, the 911 call I just played had have been me.
Right.
Running around in circles.
Yes, you're right.
Just bothers me that she knows where I live.
You're fine.
You say I'm fine because it's not you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just next time she'll plan a little better.
I give her any ideas.
That's a pretty damn expensive fit, though. $2,500.
Yes. High dollar.
All right. Mm-hmm. Did we do news a while ago?
Not yet.
What happened?
We got off on something else.
People caught on fire.
Oh, the 9...
I didn't know what that
There
meant
were people
either.
on fire. People were walking down the hall doing that in the building.
What?
Walked past some of the salespeople, and they were big smile on their faces, and as I walked by, I heard,
Well, now I got to listen to it again. Not all of it. Is this the right one, Eddie? Yes.
Police emergency 911, may I help you? My grandson is burning up. He's on fire. My husband went in. He heard some screams, and he opened the door, and he opened.
Oh, by the way, during the break, Dan said, when you did that 911 call, exactly how did you do it? Am I right?
I just asked if the screaming portion in the background, if that was looped, if you just did a short bit and looped it, or if you actually ran around in circles for the entire, however long that is, 3.5 minutes.
No, I ran around in circles for about 45 seconds, and I told David, you know what, if that ain't long enough, loop it, do it again. Because I scared the whiz out of both dogs. Because I actually laid the phone down, and I'm running around the house, screaming top of my lungs.
Yeah, that freaks dogs out.
Yeah.
I kind of like to have seen that, actually.
Yeah, it was just one of those moments in your life where you just stop and go, is this really my life right here? This is not a snapshot I want of my life.
Ma'am, what happened? This crazy bitch, she come over and throw gasoline on it, and then this car on fire. He burned it up. He burned it up. He's standing in front of the TV. I can't see the TV. Oh, Jesus. Oh, and the phone gets on fire. All the chemicals. Woo! Oh, don't stay close to the damn TV. Oh, the Zenith is on fire. The Zenith is on fire. Oh, Jesus, the damn TV is on fire.
I thought that was your dog.
What, the howling? No.
I like the part at the end.
I forgot what that was.
Don't stand too close to the 1045.
Did you actually do the hands back and forth? Like
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can't just stand still and make it
No,
sound.
he's going to be in character.
I'm a method actor.
I see.
I didn't realize it was going to sound this stupid.
Ma'am, tell him to stop, drop, and roll. He'll set the damn sand carpet on fire.
By the way, I didn't plan on him including that. I was just sucking snot and they went on. He wasn't really supposed to leave that in there. But it adds to the realism.
Yeah.
By the way, have you noticed Dan's been laughing at more of my stuff here over the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that just now.
He's more...
Nobody else was laughing just then except Dan.
Right. Even O'Malley is in the other room shaking his head. Dan's become a little suck-up because he knows if anybody's going to feed his new show, it's going to be from us. Because if he goes off on his own and I pinch him from the vine, he'll dry up like fruit.
Turn into a raisin.
You don't want to be a raisin.
I don't want to be a raisin.
Oh! He'll set the damn sand carpet on fire. What are you f***ing stupid? I'm going to beat his ass with this whistle bat. I'm going to stupid ass out. I told you not to fuck that ugly chick. You stupid motherfucker. I bet I put your ass out. I told you not to fuck her. Now you got an ugly
Ready for news?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, 525, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News is brought to us by Singular Wireless and by Down and Under Pub and Grub. I'll see you out there for the Cowboy games every single Sunday from noon until 2. You can come out and win all kinds of cool stuff.
You're going to be out there every Sunday?
Every Sunday, noon to 2, watching the Cowboy games.
Where?
Down and Under Pub and Grub. It's on Preston Road in Frisco.
That's a lot of money.
It's right by the...
That's a lot of money.
What is?
How many appearances?
However many Cowboy games there are left. Except for the one we're in Jamaica.
13 more games.
Are there really?
Well, they're 14, not including the one in Jamaica, so 13 appearances.
Okay. Anyway.
How'd you get that?
They brought it to me and said, you want to do this? We go watch
Dan does appearances, you know.
I know. But they weren't sure how long he was going to be with the show, so.
That's too bad.
You were asked to do those before that came out, J.D.
Oh, okay. Timeline got away from me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I got great food.
Are you going to buy a boat with that money?
No.
It's going to put his kid through
It's
college.
already fall. Why would I buy a boat now?
Now's the perfect time to get a boat, isn't it?
There's a boat auction. Well, yeah, you can use it in the spring, but there's a boat auction coming up on about 10 days, on the 28th.
You going to go?
Probably.
Do you have to pay in
Probably
cash?
Shouldn't, yeah.
Normally auctions, you got to pay in cash.
Oh,
right?
yeah. But I shouldn't. I should put that money toward college.
No. You want to have something. I'm telling you right now, and as much as I love your kid, I'll get him his gift. So I was going to bring it today, and I forgot.
Okay. Much as I love your kid.
You should buy something with the money.
Boat.
That's going to last.
Oh, yeah, you should get something. Thanks. You should get something with the money that's going to be tangible, because you're going to give him that money. It's going to go straight up his nose, and you're never going to see it again.
He doesn't do drugs. Stop it. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't.
Anyway, my point is, you're going to give him the money to go to college. He's going to drop out. You're not going to see anything for your money. You might as well get a boat.
I don't know. I'll see.
Eddie, did you draw where are you going? Did you draw the squares up for the football pipe?
Yes.
Okay.
October and November.
Are you about to leave?
Yeah, I just didn't take a break.
Oh.
I can wait.
Which day do you want?
November the 1st and the 9th. Oh, do the 9th first. That's my daughter's birthday.
Okay. I'll just write it here. Eddie has 11-9. Hey, you want 11-1 too?
Please.
Okay. Dan, what do you want? This is when Chris drops out.
Just pick two for me at random.
Anytime in October or November. Or you can have December if you want.
No, I don't think he'll make it through November. Give me something in the first week of November. Just.
How about that Friday?
Okay.
That's 11-6. Would you like another date?
Last week in October. Give me Halloween.
10/31. JD, what would you like?
I would like nothing. I believe he'll stay.
You might as well try and recoup some of your losses.
Come on. I have no losses as of this point.
You will.
Your bets. The only way I'll have losses is if he comes up with some cash. If he comes up with cash, obviously
that doesn't mean he's going to stay.
Serious about
that
staying.
doesn't mean he's going to stay.
He's not going to lose his own money.
Yes, he will.
I promise you he will.
Has he ever bought anything and thrown it away?
He's bought things and destroyed them. Yes.
Okay, then he will lose his own money. Which date you want?
I'll take my birthday, November 14th.
Okay. JD is 11/14. You get 2 dates. You want another one?
Sure, his mom's birthday, November 7th.
I know that
Keep it in the family.
Everett, what do you want?
Let's see. I think the Peruvian coca leaf harvest is in the latter part of November. Takes them a while to process it, turn it into cocaine.
What the?
I'll say the 10th of December.
12/10. Another date? Everybody's taking 2.
The 11th.
12/11?
Yeah, he's not going to make it past that week.
Okay. I will take... I think he'll make it through October. But if he doesn't come up with the money... What is today? The 18th?
18th.
If he doesn't come up with the money, he's going to be out pretty quick. I'm going to take... September 30th. And... I'll take Abby's birthday, November 2nd.
Okay.
Okay, now how do we do this money-wise? We all put in how much? Isn't that what you do? Everybody puts money into the pot?
$2,000. Well, that way you can stay in college.
Okay. But if you win, he don't get to stay in college. It means he's already out.
You win either way, JD.
I know.
$50 a square?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so everybody's in for $100.
Perfect.
Eddie's in for 10.
Okay.
Eddie shouldn't get as much money back, though, if he wins.
No.
So he gets a tenth of whatever.
Right. And the rest of it gets refunded to the rest of us proportionally.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see. Congress must authorize the use of military force against Iraq before the UN Security Council votes on the issue, according to Donald Rumsfeld. Quote, no terrorist state poses a greater or more immediate threat to the security of our people and the stability of the world than the regime of Saddam Hussein in Iraq. That's what he said today.
Did you see him when he was talking today?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the chick stand up in the background?
That's what I was going to say next. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Rumsfeld's testimony was interrupted by protesters who gathered at the rear of the hearing room chanting inspections, not war. And he just sat there and just kind of smiled. Just went.
He really should have just turned around because they were directly behind him. Right. And then they started holding up banners and stuff. He should just turn around and watched them because they were absolute idiots.
Yes.
Inspections, not war. That's going to work.
Yeah. Like he can't hide that stuff. And
especially if you know they're coming.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just put the stuff on wheels and move it around because they can't inspect the whole stinking country.
No, it's absurd.
Yeah, war's the way to go. Mm. Especially if it doesn't involve me.
Yeah, we're too old.
Yeah, when did they stop drafting?
I think 35.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, we're in good shape.
Okay. This is good news for me. Investigators on the trail of the statewide mail theft ring say they have 9 suspects, and I hope they're the jerk that stole mine. They've been stealing credit cards and checks out of apartment mailboxes. The break-in in the case came after postal thieves struck at the Brook Hollow Apartments in Arlington. It all started as a local investigation when Arlington police and postal inspectors started investigating the mail theft in apartment complexes. They had no idea it would reach Wichita Falls, across the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, south to Granbury. So they've apparently got a little statewide. That's like the thing right now. So I'm still chasing down checks. Every single day I get bounced checks from someplace.
You know one's going to slip through.
It's not either. Quit.
Yeah, it will. It happens all the time to people who get their checks stolen.
What does that mean, slip through?
Well, it can end up in a JP court as an issuance of bad check charge against you.
I'm calling them every time. I've got the police report. I've got the bank information. I fax it to them every single time I get one of those things.
So you think JD could still end up with legal action?
Absolutely.
I've got proof. I've got a police report.
Well, yeah, I mean, that'll be okay after you get arrested and go to court.
They're not going to arrest him.
Well, they might.
Well, if it's a JP court, they're not going to arrest him.
Absolutely they will.
For JP court?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can JPs issue warrants for arrest?
Absolutely.
I want to be one. I do. How much time do I forgot? How much time do I have to put into this?
I'll look into it. We could run you for JP where you live. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, how many votes does the regular JP probably get?
I don't know. I don't know who the justice of the peace is for your... I don't know what precinct you live in. We can find that out.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Go to court. Mm-hmm. Just make really stupid judgments. Issue warrants for arrest.
You won't stay in long.
I bet I will.
Can't they throw them out?
Can they throw me out?
Well, yeah.
They will vote me out, right?
Well, you can conceivably be kicked out for misconduct, but I'll help you there.
Okay.
We'll walk the line together.
It'll help you avoid the really serious pitfalls, but the rest of the time you'll be having just a party in the courtroom.
Oh, and you can go on tirades from the bench. Nobody.
Oh, because you can scream and they can't do anything,
sure.
right?
Yeah, you'll have your own bailiff, you know.
Oh, God. You think he's mad with power now.
Just like have a whole box of gavels. And just chunk them.
Chunk them. I get you. Okay. Be careful what you throw away. 21-year-old clerk at Penn Mart bought a $10 power play ticket. Basically, a customer bought it, didn't like the numbers, threw it back at the clerk. Clerk said, what the hell? It's already printed. I'll take it. Won $400,000 in the jackpot. Numbers were chosen by a machine at random. The first thing Paula is going to do, which is a little young lady that won, Paula Buckley, she's going to buy her mom a new car. Microsoft Corporation, I didn't make this up, Chairman Bill Gates and his wife Melinda have a third child. They named this child Phoebe Adele Gates.
So?
Dude, you're getting Adele. A couple have a 6-year-old daughter, Jennifer, and a 3-year-old son, Rory.
Did you write that, or
I didn't write
steal it off Dan's desk?
No, when Dan helped me with it. So that's what they named their kid. Roxette singer Marie Fredrickson has a brain tumor as a result of tests.
I want her.
I want her. I got her.
Yeah, you don't.
I want her. You got the last one. No, Eddie got the last one.
No, I think I ended up with the last one.
Yeah, we traded.
Yeah, all right, you can have her. Is it inoperable?
Yes.
Oh.
The duo will cancel its commitments.
When did you find out?
Just the other day. Which may include...
Normally, when they say it's inoperable, I mean, it's like the end is near, right?
Sure. And she's only 44, so she's worth a lot of points. Duo is going to cancel all its commitments, which may include a European tour set to begin in October. The Swedish duo was also due to launch their new single, A Thing About You, in 3 weeks.
You want to swap her for
It's
somebody?
funny how they all have singles coming out as soon as they announce this cancer thing.
Who did I get? I got Warren Zevon, didn't I?
Yeah, that's a good one.
How old is he? 50-something? 59?
Roxette singer.
I believe so.
Marie Fredrickson.
Marie, that's her name. Marie Fredrickson.
Marie Fredrick. Rickson.
Do you, you want to swap her for
She's
somebody?
44. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, but it's late in the year. It's almost October.
Well, she's got the brain tumor just like Warren Zevon did.
His is worse.
Oh, you already got Heather Graham for me this week.
That'd be 56
I'm not doing that again.
Heather Graham's from another list.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's my audio. There it is. Here.
You don't want to swap him for anybody?
No.
Or her?
I like it. I finally got somebody.
I got
She's not dead yet.
Yeah. Well, I know, but, well, yeah, you're right. It is September. No, I'm hanging on to it. It's already.
I got some good ones on my list. Who have I got, Dan?
You have Tom Laughlin.
Hold on. Shop's open.
I don't like Tom Laughlin.
Tom Laughlin, Jerry Lewis, Buddy Ebsen, Rose Marie, Boris Yeltsin, Johnny Paycheck, Richard Pryor, Eddie Albert, David Lander, Lee Iacocca, Jonathan Harris, Cowboy Weaver, Whitney Houston, Billy Graham, and Luciano Pavarotti.
Luciano's a good one.
I will
But
give.
he's not sick with anything.
I don't think
He's
that's a
just
good
fast.
list.
No, wait a minute.
What? You don't think
That's
current?
not the current list.
Yeah,
Because we did. I got Jerry Lewis.
It didn't have Warren Zevon on it.
Yeah, you don't have the updated list.
No, I do have the updated list. I printed it out and gave it to everybody. And I gave it to everybody but me. Because I fixed it on the computer.
Nah, you're already trying to screw up the show by leaving.
That's right, because you, Russ, actually have a space open because you traded a 2-for-1 deal with Eddie.
Yeah.
Tom Laughlin, Fay Ray, Buddy Ebsen, Rose Marie, Boris Yeltsin, Johnny Paycheck, Richard Pryor, David Lander, Eddie Albert, Saddam Hussein, Jonathan Harris, Cowboy Weaver, Whitney Houston, and Warren Zevon.
I will give you Jonathan Harris, and I saw him in Hollywood.
Yeah.
When we were just there a few weeks ago.
So he's healthy running around.
No, he was at the celebrity signing thing.
So he's healthy.
He's new.
They wouldn't be signing him up if he wouldn't be out in public if he was dying.
Oh, no.
He's a stick man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Everett saw him. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I will trade you Jonathan Harris, Dr. Smith from Lost in Space.
Oh, he looks really bad.
Yeah, he's going to die.
He is.
But not between now and the end of the year.
I bet he does.
We're hopeful.
Yeah.
And Warren Zevon.
No.
Well, then.
Hold on. Let me tell you what else I'll give you. I'll give you, who did I just now say? Jonathan Harris.
Yeah.
Billy Jack.
You mean the Zevon?
No.
Well, he's older. He should be worth...
If you get the Zevon, we're trading even. And they just told him to get his affairs in order.
Is that going, Eddie?
Eddie, what?
I was telling him I'd do that.
Oh.
Even across.
Yeah, if you take the Warren Zevon, this is a straight trade. You don't get this is not a coupon trade.
Okay. Even.
All right.
So Russ gets Marie Fredrickson.
Yeah.
Age 44.
Hold on. Let me see. Well, before you write it down, let me see that story.
I don't need to see this whole story.
Give it to me.
I read it to you.
That don't make any difference. You could have made it up.
Good call.
Damn it.
Hosted, Roxette singer Marie Fredrickson has a brain tumor, according to a release from her management company. NBC5. Okay. Duo will cancel its commitments. Is this real?
Yes.
Check the date on the story and make sure she's not already dead.
Well, that would be stupid for you to give him to her.
Posted September 17th, updated the 18th. The duo made up Fredrickson, presented best known for its biggest hit, Joyride. All right, it looks real.
Okay.
The trade is official.
All right. I guess. Speaking of music, one more story. It's already been 6 years since the international dance craze known as the Macarena took effect. Well, we have a new one. Thrilled to announce to you the new Macarena is currently the dance sensation in Europe. Did I give you that disc?
You gave me something over here.
And it may be making its way here. It's called the Ketchup. And the song is played to the catch, basically the Ketchup song by Las Ketchup. It's the name of the group. It's apparently already number one hit in Spain, Italy, Holland, Belgium, Switzerland, and Sweden. And they're playing.
Sounds like the Macarena.
Yeah, it does. And there's a dance that goes with this. Flatulent mix. Sounds like Rapper's Delight. Never heard him say ketchup.
See, Dan, let that be a lesson to you. You can save any bit with farts.
I'll remember that.
He's writing it down.
I don't get it.
Well, we don't hear the ketchup in there.
I'm not talking about that. It's just
nice. The song was catchy. Plus, if there's a dance that goes with it, look at Macarena. What a piece of junk. But
I like the Macarena.
Well, it's just because there was a big dance everybody did.
Yeah, in fact, it's funny. We went to Mexico, and they were doing the Macarena.
Yeah.
We came back. The song wasn't playing in this country yet. This ain't going to be as big as the Macarena, I don't think so. Break, Eddie?
All right, news and information brought to us by the Platinum Club. I'll see you out there Thursday night from 8 till 10, West Northwest Highway, half mile west of I-35, along with Jessica Drake, Porn Star. That's the Platinum Club. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Did you ever get the story that the chick that I think it was a dad made that kid drink water till they died?
Yeah.
I saw that on some website today. Immediately, I think it's Utah. My mom's on the road.
What do you mean on the road?
My mom made me drink water until I died. I've told you that. Hold on, I got to do traffic first. All right, check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge and the new 105.3 FM Talk. White Lightning.
Why, thank you, Russell. This report brought to you by CBS, Singular Wireless, and Jiffy Lube. If you want your car to run like a well-oiled machine, bring it to place, works like one. Jiffy Lube, the well-oiled machine. Lots of accidents in Dallas, southbound, I-35 at Widow Rogers. There's a disabled tractor-trailer blocking the right lane. That's only a minor delay. Another disabled southbound, I-35 Simmons at the Dallas North Tollway. That was blocking the right center lane. That's a bit of a delay there. Westbound, 190, the George Bush Freeway at Dallas North Tollway. There's an accident off to the left lane and shoulder. That would cause heavy delays in both directions. Eastbound, I-20 at James Avenue at Fort Worth. Accident off to the shoulder. That one's got a minor onlook delay. Southbound, I-35, the North Freeway at Northside Drive. There's an accident. Eastbound, Highway 183 at Forest Ridge Drive, an accident. That was blocking the right lane. Got traffic backed up to Precinct Line Road. And finally, westbound, Highway 183 at Esther. There's an accident blocking the left lane. That would cause delays back to Story Road. This report brought to you by UPN, Taco Cabana, and the Texas Lottery. Hey, Texas, now's your chance to play Diamond Dollars. The new Texas Lottery scratch game is 24 carats a pot. You can win up to $30,000 playing Diamond Dollars today. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge. It's the new 105.3 FM. White. Like Ryan.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. We got 74 for the low tonight. Then tomorrow and late tonight, we have a cold front coming through. Tomorrow should only be in the mid-80s, 60 for the low tomorrow night. Really good chance of some very high winds and some severe storms by tomorrow afternoon. Then clearing out for the weekend, mid-80s for the high. We have 91 degrees currently at the Talk that rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
You find it?
Yeah, I did. Out of Provo, Utah. It says, and it says a Utah couple has been charged in the death of their 4-year-old daughter who died.
I told you.
After allegedly being forced to drink large amounts of water. You were never killed. You're still here.
Don't tell me how I grew up.
Okay, Richard and Jeanette Kilpatrick are facing a charge of child abuse homicide. Prosecutors say the child was forced to drink so much water that it lowered the concentration of sodium in her blood and caused a fatal brain swelling.
That's what happened to me.
The couple had adopted the child. Defense attorneys said the water...
There you go.
No.
I didn't read that far in the story.
Okay, they adopted the child, but defense attorneys say the water drinking was part of a unusual therapy to promote family bonding.
They got tired of the kid.
She said the parents didn't intend to hurt the child. In fact,
oh please,
the girl had been it was actually part of a bonding thing. I don't know.
Go ahead.
The girl had been abused before she was adopted. He claimed therapists promoted the forced water drinking for kids with attachment disorder. And then the therapy center says they don't promote that.
Drinking a lot of water?
Drinking a lot of water. It's some kind of, they said the parents drank the water too, but of course the parents were a lot bigger than a 4-year-old.
That's ridiculous.
That's absurd. And I warned you guys about that a long time ago. My mom knew about that back in the 60s.
She never made you drink.
Yes, she did.
Drink water.
Would you like me to run down the list?
Well, most of them are pretty preposterous.
It's got nothing to do with my ass. Stuck the lip flare in my mouth.
Right.
Didn't happen.
Lip side in.
Didn't happen.
She used to push my face into lawnmowers. Hold on. Mark these off. They would beat me with my own Christmas present.
That happened.
That one? Mm-hmm. She admitted to that.
Mm-hmm. Tried to strangle me with a rubber tube from her enema bag?
No.
Several stories in that one.
Yeah. Just because I wanted a paper route.
Wait, you wanted to help the family earn money and she was going to strangle you with the hose from her enema bag?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know.
That must have been very traumatic for you.
It's horrible. She made me sit on a sawhorse and kept putting weights on my leg until I split in half.
How'd you get back together?
Shut up.
Okay. Just questions that come to mind.
She was making a cake one time. I asked to lick the frosting, and she stuck my tongue in the egg beater. I tell you about the horse thing? Oh, yeah.
You saw a horse split in half, yeah. Was that before or after you died of the water?
I wasn't making notes when this was happening.
It all blurs.
What else did she do? She buried me alive. She used to take the cheese slicer, remove the skin from my back, and use a pump spray full of high karate and spray it on me.
Are there scars from this?
Yes.
Okay. Because I've seen you without a shirt, and they healed very well.
She would stick pimento loaf in my ass and then tie me in a burlap bag with a raccoon.
That one I like.
JD may try that when he gets home.
Well, not a raccoon, man. Don't be silly.
She'd do the water torture on me, but didn't want to waste water.
Okay. So what do we use?
Jelly jars.
Oh, yes. Drop them right in your...
She got one of the Radio Shack 101 science kits.
I remember those. Yeah.
Made electric baton. And she'd step on my hands and ram it in my eye. Was? Only because I didn't wrap the cheese up right and the edges got hard. Let's see, jelly jars. Drink water till I died.
No idea. You
pimento loaf. Cheese slicer. Told you about dragging me behind a mini bike in light traffic.
Light traffic, yeah.
Okay. I mean, me the trash can lid, buried me alive, electric baton.
What was the oil thing? There was something about oil.
That's the way she would wake me up every morning.
Yeah. Some people get alarm clock, not you.
She would go out, start up the 1977 Grand Prix with the Landau top for 15 minutes, drain the crankcase, and pour the hot oil in my eyes. There was no snooze alarm for that one. Probably the most horrendous thing she ever did. She made me go buy Kotex and nothing else.
That I know happened. She admitted to that one.
And I mean nothing else.
I know.
It's back when Kotex was the size of luggage.
Yes. The big, big blue box.
And, of course, they couldn't conceal the name. They had to write Kotex on there as big as possible. Go get me some Kotex. Can I buy something else? No.
Why didn't she go buy him? I'm really kind of interested.
Because we lived like a block from Minyards.
Okay.
And I could walk through a little field and get there in like 3 minutes.
How old were you?
Let's see. I think it was in the 3rd grade. How old is that?
8.
Yeah.
You just think she'd pick it up when she was at the store buying other stuff.
And I was old enough to know what Kotex was, and I didn't want to buy it. And it's not like you can just go in and get it and get out. You got to stand in line. Box is bigger than a cereal box.
People snickering.
Well, for some reason, moms are embarrassed to pick those up themselves at the store.
They're
so
not.
They send their kid.
And then you run into somebody from the same school. There are a few people behind you.
Your mom's in heat.
Jesus. I never experienced that, so I'm sorry for you.
Horrible life. Don't leave anything else out. She drowned me in a trash can lid, I told you that.
In the lid?
Yeah. And then she took the Mr. Clark, the alcoholic that lived across the street,
yes,
and he would do mouth-to-mouth on me.
You turned out very well. Somebody that had that much trauma.
Yeah, look at my house. Yeah. Look what chicks do when they leave.
Yeah.
Some guys, they go out on a date.
Yeah.
Next day, they get the little note on the mirror or something like that. Had a great time. Or there's some lip prints on the mirror.
Sweet.
I get lip prints on my garage door.
From her Buick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we playing today, Eddie?
I have a Jeopardy, it's not rock and roll Jeopardy. It's downloaded. I have a bunch of WAV files from movies. Have that. I have What Did I Tell You? And something else. Oh, The Wizard of Oz.
Probably never get around to that. Which game takes the longest?
Probably the WAV movie file.
Let's do that one.
Okay.
All right. We need a break first?
Please.
All right, we'll be right back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 610, J.D. Ryan is here, Jan Lewis, Eddie Boyd, Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney. O'Malley's on the phone, Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. All right, have you met with Bob yet, by the way, about your format of your show?
No, I haven't. Bob hasn't been here.
I saw him today.
He was here briefly, but I was working on this show.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing that.
When I'm here, I work on this show. That's my job.
Okay.
I'll work on any possibility of my show on my time.
You remember what I told you how to deal with Bob?
Yes.
Other than the whiskey.
Yes.
Because Bob wants to see a proposal.
Right.
So I told Dan, I went meet with Bob 2 or 3 times, find out exactly what he wants in a show, what he's looking for, write all of that down, type it up, hand him exactly what he asked for, then do what you want.
Ah, good idea.
Because once you're on, what's he going to do? He's already made the commitment. He's screwed.
Like that.
What do you think I did? Actually, they didn't even ask me any questions when I was doing negotiating with them back in 2000.
Well, they kind of knew more or less the direction of your show because they could listen to you at the
Bob didn't really. Bob wasn't a listener. It was Marianne, his wife, that said, hey, this guy over as the Eagle, blah, 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 look at the ratings, da-da-da.
Well, I guess they looked at the ratings and went, we don't care what he does.
Yeah.
Come over.
You had an established model to work from.
Yeah.
Then you told them what they wanted to hear and got them to sign on the dotted.
I didn't have to tell them anything. Cindy Coyle, I visited her in a hospital just to see how she was. I was still working at the Eagle, and she goes, God, they got to be treating you like a king over at the Eagle, and when I'm getting screwed around, it didn't make any difference. She told Reed Reeker, he called me, we got together, we got drunk, signed the stuff. And as we're signing the paperwork, I went, all right, what is it you want out of this show? They said, do it. Play the spots, identify the station, don't lose the license. Well, I went, do you want some kind of format clocks or crap like that? Play the spots, identify the station, don't lose the license.
Order a drink.
Yeah. Oh, Bob was actually getting up and going and getting the beer, because we couldn't, where were we? It doesn't matter. But you could walk around the counter and get to a glass cooler to get to the beers. He was having to do that because we couldn't get a waiter. Ducatis. That's what we were drinking.
Serve yourself.
Yeah. Didn't we work out this new deal on another placemat?
Yes.
They had that one framed.
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't know where the first one is where we got drunk and worked out the deal on the placemat. What do you call that again where we screwed them around?
Hose job?
Novation.
Novation. Right.
What's that mean again? I forgot.
Screw job.
Oh, that's basic. Legalese. Yeah, that's the actual technical jargon. Another
because I had one more year left on my contract. They picked up the third-year option because I signed for 2 years with a third-year option. And Reed goes, I'm officially notifying you that we're picking up the third year. I don't want to.
Oh.
And that's where Everett brought up the novation, which at first he totally whizzed on.
Yes, at first. And what did I say?
I forget.
Keep at him.
Oh, yeah. Because he said, you know what? It's going to be hard for me to go to CBS Corporate and renegotiate a contract that really goes through April of 2003. Okay.
Is that the novation part, the okay?
No, the novation part is where I went, I'm not happy.
Ooh.
And that was all I had to say. I seriously didn't believe it was going to get me that much leverage. I went, I'm not happy. But I'll honor my contract through 2003. And then we'll renegotiate then.
I remember that. Next thing you know, paperwork's flying.
Funny how that works.
I had no idea that they were going to do that. I really figured they'd just hold me to the contract through 2003 and we'd be, then we'd do it then. And I would just hope that the ratings would keep going up like they have been. They got a good deal, screw them.
Everybody's happy.
Dan's not. Oh. Don't stare at me.
I love working with you.
If this were the Lusitania or the Titanic, I could see you jumping off. Mm-hmm. This is the Love Boat.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when Grady got his own show off Sanford and Son.
Oh, how long did that last?
Yeah, 4 or 5 episodes. Not that that's going to happen to you, Dan.
No. Hold on. My allergies kicking up from yesterday.
Let's do George Costanza. That sounded bad.
Yeah.
I'd have that looked at.
Anyway, good news is those allergies only last about 3 weeks, if I remember.
Yeah. All right. What was it you were asking? Oh, hold on. I got 2 things going on here at once. Everett had a theory before we got back on the air. Do you want to say it?
No.
You don't want to bring that up? Because it's an interesting theory. Because I thought the same thing.
Did you? Okay,
yeah.
Well then I'll say it. It's. I think what happened is she realized, we're talking about the...
Mothra.
Right.
Mothra.
I think she realized after confessing the crime to me, the gravity of her mistake. She asked her...
What I was thinking was she talked to this attorney guy to see what was going on, and she said, all right, well, here's obviously attorneys are going to ask, who have you talked to? What have you said? What have you done? Is there any evidence? Da-da-da-da. And I'm sure along the line she goes, well, I admitted to his attorney I did it.
Exactly. And I think at that point, she was informed the extent to which she screwed up and didn't want to have any dealings with me directly anymore.
Makes sense.
In an effort to keep from further screwing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people hire lawyers, to keep from screwing up so much. Or to fix their mistakes.
How very sad.
It's pathetic, the whole thing.
First date I've ever heard of that ended in the commission of a felony.
Yeah. After 1 week.
Yeah, it's like you had like a year invested in this, and there's emotional problems, and there's issues, and there's, infidelities or something. You told her to leave.
Yeah. And I wasn't ugly about it. I just said, you guys aren't staying. I didn't say get out of my house. I didn't say leave. I just said you're not staying.
Well, she'd already been ugly to you. She called you an ass. In the limo.
In the limo, and I guess I'm just supposed to forget that.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't happen, and you didn't say it in front of Rob and Wendy, and you didn't confide in Rob and Wendy earlier, said I was an ass, and then started bitching because you were out of your element with people you didn't know.
Well, in the limo, when she was rude, didn't you tell her at that time, then you won't mind the drive back?
Absolutely.
And then
she goes, no, I won't. In fact, I know plenty of people in Dallas. Great.
So she knew at that time that you didn't want her to stay.
Everybody's a winner, baby.
Yep. Well, when you guys stopped by my house,
right?
She came in, and the stated plan was for her to come back and spend the night with us. Did you know that?
No.
Yes. That was the original plan.
Well, what the hell was she doing crawling into my bed?
I have no idea. That part of the story has always mystified me because she was really upset, and
so she was pissed when we stopped at your house.
Yes.
All right, great. So she knew she had screwed up. She was in trouble, or she had pissed me off. You don't sit there and say in the limo, he's being I'm driving around. We had dinner. She's driving around in a limo, and she's bitching about me being an ass. Then she comes over and talks to your girlfriend?
Right.
And decides they're going to stay.
Yeah, and decides
she's going to stay.
That she's going to stay, and the date's going terribly, and whatever. And
well, what the hell is she doing crawling into my bed?
I have no idea.
She wanted you at that point to discuss this and get this out of the way and beg her to stay. That's exactly why.
That's why I was still up when you called.
She had stepped the wrong wagon.
Yes, she did.
What?
That's why I was still up when you called. Ordinarily, I'm asleep, as you well know, middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I was still up because
you guys thought she was coming back.
We thought
I never knew any of this.
Yes. Everything else, there's been so much other stuff going on. We haven't discussed this angle.
I'll go back to what I said yesterday. I'll give her $250 discount if she'll come on the air and explain to me what the hell was going on.
Really?
Yes. You return her mic on?
Yes.
Huh. I like that.
Okay.
Yes. Tell him for $500 if she'll come on. That's like a $500 appearance.
Yes. Appearance fee.
Explain all the crap that's going on. What the hell she was doing. What she was thinking when she did all this stuff to my house. I can ask anything I want.
She only gets the cash if she stays on till you're finished.
Yeah.
No hanging up.
I'm not going to be abusive. I just want to know what the hell was going on through her head. We won't identify her. We won't say where she lives. Anything. Because right now nobody has a clue what's going on.
Right.
As far as her identity.
Now, she's out of town, from what I understand, until, I'm not sure when. I think maybe next week sometime.
Okay.
But I'll talk to her lawyer and see if that's something. I mean, we have ample time to set that up. And this is, of course, just, you don't want her actually coming up here, correct?
No.
Okay. Just calling in on the phone.
Absolutely.
And the agreement is that she stay on the phone for how long?
Until she's dismissed.
Yeah.
Let Russ decide.
We're still playing my game.
Okay. I just want to know what to tell her.
And I want to know who it is she gave my phone number to. You weren't here for this yesterday. My cell phone number. These are ended up on my my voicemail.
Message. You're such...
And it's not her, so she's giving it to somebody.
Okay.
Message. You're such an ass. End of message. You're such an ass. You're such a f***ing ass.
Why is that funny?
I guess she showed you. And, I mean, the irony, of course, is this is content.
Yeah. Now, I can't prove that she gave my number to somebody because, obviously, in their defense, they could be one of 100 chicks I've pissed off.
It just came at a coincidental time.
Mm-hmm. So many possible suspects.
Right. You know what? And seriously, and then we'll get to the game thing. Should I file a restraining order?
I don't think that's necessary.
Well, what if, all of this is said and done, and then a month later she wigs out, decides she's going to come back by the house?
Well, let's worry about that at the appropriate time. This is not it. I mean, there's no reason to believe that that's going to happen.
Everett, look at the pictures on my website.
No, I know, but I think that
and that was after only a week. Are you going to tell me that she's going to make more wise decisions, or she's going to start making wise decisions?
I think that was obviously something done in a fit of drunken passion of some type.
A fit.
Yes.
And you don't think she's prone to more fits?
I suspect that if she has any, they're not going to be anywhere near your house, given the geographic distance between the two. I
understand.
Ordinarily. I don't think that's anything you need to worry about. I truly don't.
Okay.
My sense of this is that she wants no more of this. She wants to get it and you behind her as far and as quickly as she can.
But the reason I bring this up is normally chicks don't wig out after a week like that.
Right.
So this is indicative of a bigger problem.
I agree.
What she did to my house isn't the problem. That's a symptom.
Exactly. No, I quite agree.
So whatever's going on, she's not over.
I think so. I agree with you so far, but I don't think that you have anything to worry about.
Okay. But I'm calling you as soon as something happens.
Okay.
And you're coming with Eddie and the tarp.
Okay.
Do we have to break before we play? All right. Wait a minute. What were you going to ask me before during the last break, Dan?
About people that have called and want to be on the show.
Oh, all right. Well, hang on to that.
Okay.
Russ Martin Show coming right up.
You're what?
I was joking.
That didn't sound like a joke to me.
I was laughing when I said it.
Nah, that doesn't make any difference. How do I know you're not saving all these guests for when you get your show?
I wouldn't do that. Besides, if I get one at all, it's months down the road. I can't guarantee any kind of appearance or anything like that. I was joking because you've been giving me a hard time. I decided to throw out a little joke.
You're going to mess around and not get your plaque. Your going away plaque.
Fine. Jeez.
I can believe you said that going into the break. Of course, I'm saving some of the other good ones for me.
Yep. Well, these are all people that are going to be in town over the next month.
All right.
Month and a half.
Okay. All right.
The Russ Martin Show coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
She was wearing like little bitty boxers and some kind of spaghetti strap top that stopped, top of a nightie.
A teddy.
So dress sexy.
Yeah, it's not something that you get ready to leave the house in.
Okay, in your previous times having sex with her...
That's what she was wearing right before, porked her.
That even makes it weirder, I'm sorry. Because she had no plans of staying there until she got home and you dismissed her.
No, I did. She was in bed before I told her you guys aren't staying.
But you're already in the limo. You'd said you don't mind the ride home. So you'd already set the stage you're not staying.
Right.
That even makes it weirder. She'd already made plans not to stay there. And then suddenly she's crawling in bed.
And I didn't know about the Everett thing until he just told me 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, when you guys stopped by in the limo, she immediately ran into the bathroom with the girl I'm dating.
Yeah.
And they were in there the whole time. You and Rob and Wendy were in the living room hanging out.
Right.
And you guys...
I never paid attention to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody was having a good time and hanging out. And they were off having this conversation. And the three of you...
So obviously, she was having a horrible time if she was planning on staying with you that night.
Yes.
Any normal chick would have gotten home, got her stuff, and walked out the door and not even talked to you.
Yeah. And I didn't even know about this. All I knew was the little comment in the car when I said, well, then you won't mind driving home.
And you're sure she heard that? You were standing right beside her.
In the limo?
Yeah.
She responded to that.
Yeah, because she said, yes. In fact, I got a lot of friends in Dallas.
Okay, good.
She was crying when she went out the door. I can't believe you didn't realize that when she got to the limo. No, I mean, she was absolutely...
That's even scarier, because
And what changed but from the time that we left your house and got to my house?
upset to the point that we were, I was going to go get her dog because she was freaked out seemingly so badly that, this date's just horrible and everything's just going so badly. And I said, well, if it's that bad,
Is Rob still here?
Yeah, I just saw him.
Rob, come here.
That's freaky. That makes me wonder if she wasn't going to do something to you.
Let him have bite. You think? Let him have your mic.
Why else would she stay? Someone that's capable of doing what she did. Anyway, whatever.
When we went out for your birthday, and we're all in the, dinner and the limo and all the other stuff. Right. Let me turn the mic on. Did Mothra? Did she? What was going on? You and Wendy were watching. What was going on that would make her have a rotten time? Was I ugly to her at the table?
No one. We weren't paying any attention to her. We were just hanging out. But the funny thing, when you talked about her, remember you and Wendy were in the car?
Me and Wendy, yeah.
And you're like, come on, I'm ready to go. We were all ready to go. We had already told Everett we're leaving. Well, that's when I walked back up, and it was dark. And
you walked back to Everett's house?
To Everett's house.
Okay.
She was standing at the door, and she's going, they were talking about something, and she made it seem... This is what I thought. She made it seem like she was going to pick up her dog, and then she was going to come back to Everett's house.
Yeah, that's what Everett said. I didn't know any of that.
As I walked up, I kind of was like, all right, I'm going back in the car, and I was going to come back and tell you, hey, let's just roll. As I'm walking back to the car, she was like almost startled, and she goes, oh, Mr. Rob, what are you doing? Like I had caught her doing something that she shouldn't have been doing.
Right, and then we were all going to leave without her.
Right.
Yeah, in fact, you said, let's roll, and I went, well, we can't leave, she's here, and I got her dog.
Right.
Is there something else?
No. That's it.
I know, because she went to Everett's house and said she was having a rotten time and the date was horrible. What did I miss? Was I screaming at her?
Was this on the way to dinner or to the movie? Or
no,
anything?
This was after dinner.
This is all after all that's over.
After dinner. Everything. I thought everything was going okay. We didn't have any problems until she came back in the car, said something smart, and you're like, well, I guess you won't
have mine to drive home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's not even just my recollection.
That actually scares me.
Had it not been for the dog, at least pursuant to the conversation that we had with her prior to her leaving my house, she would have stayed then. She would have just said, you guys take off in the limo, I'm staying here.
She'd have torn up your house instead.
I don't get what the F, hold on a second. What the she was doing crawling back into my bed in her panties. I think JD's right. She's going to wait till I was asleep and whack me. I was going to wake up to a frying pan alarm clock.
Well, honestly.
Oh, is that the door?
Any other chick mad walks in, gets the dog, gets her stuff, and walks out. Plus
telephone.
Then you've made a point. Don't even say a word to him. Walk in, get his stuff, and walk out. Slam the door on your way out.
Right.
Make a point.
And then when she crawled into bed and I went, you guys aren't staying. No argument. No nothing. Just, got her stuff.
She figured at that point, I'm going to go. I'll go fake losing my keys. And he'll come out and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
She told you it was her keys?
Mm-hmm. She hid them. She put them in the picture.
Wait. What do you know, Everett?
She told me it was her phone.
No, it was her keys.
Okay. It's not what she told me.
I don't care what she said, because I found her keys in the pet carrier.
Oh, is that right?
She's digging through all her stuff like she can't find it. And Russ is holding the flashlight. She goes, I don't need your effing flashlight. And Russ looks over and sees him in the pet carrier and goes, excuse me, could those be them?
Well, I just find that significant in the sense that once again, we have more than one story from her with regard to why she was, what her motivation was. Because what she told me was that she was looking for her phone. She thought her phone was in your house. She couldn't find it. And then she heard her phone ring.
You're crapping me.
I'm not. That's what she told me, which also isn't believable because by this time it was 2 a.m. So who's calling her at 2 a.m? I mean, it could happen, but it's unlikely. Regardless.
So that's the way that she found her phone and left, by the phone ringing, right?
That's what she told me.
Nice try. I think she just threw the keys into the pet carrier. Obviously, I would never look in there.
As a stalling tactic.
Yeah. So we would have to talk. And that's what she's trying to do is she's digging through all her crap right there in the entryway of my house. We've been so humiliated. Why is this going on? Let's just find your keys and get you out of here. Now, the pet carrier's out on the front porch. Totally removed from everything that's going on.
What made you want to look in there?
I don't know.
Oh.
So she carried that out, set it down, then came back in.
Right.
Trying to separate give as much space as possible.
When she'd come over before, she had pulled some of the stuff out of the pet carrier that weren't just dog stuff. So I thought, she wrapped up some stuff, threw everything into the pet carrier, blah, there it was. They're laying right there on top.
She's either a total whack or she's on something.
I think she's just a whack.
I'm back to, wow.
That just scares me there's people out there like that.
It scares me that she was going to stay in the house and make me think she was asleep.
Exactly. And came to bed dressed for sex.
Hey, sweetie. Oh, crap.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I ever could say when I called him Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Well, it's 2 a.m, and the first thing he says to me is, okay, I just need to know, should I call the police now?
No, I said before I call the police.
Right.
Just wanted to get his opinion before I went and did some stuff.
I thought, oh no, axe murder, what?
Yeah, I got to talk to her. I got to find out what the hell she was thinking. I'll pay her the $500. She can keep the $500 if she'll come on the air when she gets back.
So that will mean that she doesn't have to make the final payment.
Right. I get the $2,000. We're done. She makes the appearance on the show. I find out what the hell's going on. Why are you crawling into bed? And if she cuts the conversation short before I'm done, she don't get squat.
So she doesn't get to hang up. She has to stay on the line as long as you keep her on the line.
Yes.
Say goodbye.
Right. If she does anything short of that, deal's off.
And she has to answer every question, not like, I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah, that crap only works with me.
And getting upset with her and putting her on hold to shut her up cannot be considered a dismissal. She has to stay on hold if he puts her on hold.
Yeah. When I say we're done, is when we're done.
Okay. I will convey that to her attorney.
This is better than sending her to jail.
This actually is. Because I'm like you. I'd like to know what was going on.
Russ gets to perform an inquisition.
Yes. Yes. How long before you can call her attorney? Can you call him now? Do you have a cell number?
Yeah.
Call him right now.
I'll try. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock.
I'll call her.
I'll give it a shot.
You have to take your headphones off.
Click. It's voicemail.
All right. No, we don't. We haven't played yet.
We haven't covered this yet.
Covered what?
We need to do this. The people that are coming into town.
All right, Eddie. Can we do the guest thing before we got a break?
Yes.
All right.
It'll be fairly quick.
All right.
Some of them are relatively.
We'll leave a voicemail.
So it's a big firm. I'll just call him tomorrow.
All right.
I'll be able to reach him directly tomorrow.
Yeah. And I want to answer quick.
Okay. I mean, she's out of town. I don't know if he's able to contact her over the next couple of days.
All right.
We'll be able to sort it out before the deferred payment is due. So
yeah, I know, but I'm just all excited. I want to know.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, you're right. Making it 500 is a lot more tempting than 250.
Well, it totally avoids the need for the deferred payment. She can get everything done right away.
Yeah.
She can save $500 with a phone call.
Yes.
And you get the answers you want. It's a beautiful solution for everyone.
Thank you.
I love it.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
All right, I'll make this quick. The first time this went through town, we missed it, but he's coming back as part of the tour. The curator of the mobile Graceland, he wanted to bring it by the studio and have us take a look at it. It's a mobile trailer with the Graceland Museum built inside of it.
All Elvis stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he get it? Because he got it from my dad. It's a screw job.
It's actually part of the Graceland collection, and they take it all over the country, and it's going to be passing back through here again.
Look at that. Elvis had his own tile saw.
Good. Didn't know.
Autographed.
Okay, it's true then.
They bring it out front?
Bring it out front, and he wants to come in and talk about it.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose that'd be funny.
Okay. This one I kept just because I thought it was funny. I started to delete this phone message, but there's a ministry that wants to offer us bands, Christian bands, for concert openings and parties.
Yes. Yes. So, White Trash Party.
We can book one for the White Trash Party.
Yes. Yes, I'd like to talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just don't tell them what it is.
Right. Yeah, just let them show up for the event.
Oh, yes.
Jesus.
All right, now a few celebrity guests. Steve, the bald security guy from the Jerry Springer Show. He talks about behind-the-scenes stuff, dealing with the crazy people that come up to the show.
Yeah, that sounds like that could be fun.
Okay, there's also Jerry Springer is going to be doing some radio, some call-ins at the end of the month.
He likes us, though, right?
Yeah. And we got along really good with him when he was here before. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Lou Dobbs, CNN Money Line.
No.
I didn't think so. This one I gave a tentative yes based on what I think you're going to ask for.
Okay.
The Allman Brothers going to be in town the end of this month.
But one of them died. Greg Allman, didn't he?
Dwayne died, I think, in 71, but they still carry on.
I told them only if they would come in and play acoustically in the studio, and they said they would check.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
Because that's your kind of your standard thing now.
Yeah, I don't like talking to bands.
All right.
What song will we do? The only one I know is Ramblin' Man.
That's a good one. They have a lot of stuff with slide guitar.
There's, what was it, Jessica? It's an instrumental?
Maybe. Not big on the Allman Brothers.
The only song's going to be Ramblin' Man.
Ramblin' Man.
Well, think about that one. Just, you know it's out there. Okay. The Radio City Rockettes are going to be in town to do their Christmas Spectacular on the 14th of November. But
it's like the Rockettes from New York?
The real honest to God Rockettes are going to be in town, the whole bunch of them. They want to come send some representatives of the Rockettes up here to talk and dance for you.
Oh, they can dance. I don't want to talk to them.
Okay.
We'll plug wherever they're going to be. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without having to go to New York?
Sure.
Yeah.
I asked about if they come in, if we get tickets to give away.
Yeah, okay.
For the show.
Eddie's waving the log. Hurry up.
All right, last one. Best one. Aretha Franklin. She's coming in the end of October.
Yeah, I want to watch her blow up. Seriously.
She's not going to blow up.
Oh, yes, she is. We could throw out some Krispy Kremes and put them right there.
So this would be in studio only?
Yeah.
What they offered was a
no, I don't want to phone her. No, I want to watch her.
Okay.
She's going to be in town, right?
Right.
I want her in here.
Okay.
Aretha Franklin, right?
Oh, yes. I will call them back. And
she got big.
Yes, she is a large woman.
Yes. She's a big fat one.
I'll call them back and tell them in studio only.
How do you do it?
How do what?
Take a break, Eddie.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Yeah, because I was still thinking about getting a tattoo.
Well, I happened to see through the gap in the window, but he was on his way out. So
there's a Poot right there.
Well, no, I already got him. Billy's going to give me the information.
Oh, tattoo guy?
For the tattoo guy.
What's he doing?
He was already out.
What's he doing over at Wild?
He was having another tattoo done in the studio.
There's Poot right there.
Ooh.
What's the tattoo guy doing over there?
He was giving Billy a tattoo.
What's he getting?
Actually, he got a touch up. He had his grandparents' name, and he redid the whole tattoo.
Oh.
Would you like one?
Yeah.
It's a buddy of mine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, not like that kind of buddy, but...
No, that's not what I meant. Does he have his own tattoo place?
Yeah. Got a shop. It's Batiste Hair Affair. It's a salon. He owns a salon, and he's in the back of it.
Hair guy does tattoos?
No, he doesn't do hair. He has women who do the hair.
Oh.
And they look good, too.
Has he got, is he certified? Do you have to have any type of... Does he use new
needles? A license from Austin?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you get anything... Or can just anybody do tattoos?
I'm not even sure, Russ. I mean...
Are those new earrings?
Yeah. You like them? Okay, I guess
yes.
You're not feeling them, are you?
No, that's all right. For some reason they work on you because you're
I bought them in Lufkin, Texas.
Are both your ears pierced?
Yeah, both of them.
You hang out with Billy a lot.
Well, we got paid to hang out.
Oh. You get a lot of women working over there?
Oh, yeah.
You dating somebody now?
No, I'm single, man. Women don't like me, Russ.
You get a lot of hot jobs. Why? You're a good-looking guy.
Well, I'm all right, but, I try.
Do you get the trophies?
Yeah, I get the trophies.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't get the stars like you.
No, I understand that. White women.
Yeah, I get the white women.
Yeah, all right, cool. I knew it. You're a good looking guy. Yeah, get us the, if you can, get us the tattoo guy.
Okay, well, he's going to be with me tomorrow. Would you like me to bring him?
Yeah, I just have some questions. I got just a little star about the size of a silver dollar I want to get. Just like my dad has one just like it. I'll get the picture so you can work from it.
Get everything and I'll have him here tomorrow. Is that cool with you?
What are you jumping around, Everett? You want one too?
Yeah, I got some ink I need touched up.
That's no problem.
All right. And he can do it. He can do it in the studio and be sterile.
Actually sprays everything down and sterilizes.
Okay.
He's straight business.
Okay. All right.
So he'll be here tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Pooh.
All right, Russ.
You should get samples of his work, too.
Yeah, have him bring some pictures of his stuff.
Okay, it's mostly naked ladies, but I'll have him bring.
Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay.
If you can do a naked lady, he can do a star.
All right. We don't have time for that wave thing, Eddie. The sound file.
I can save it for Friday.
All right. Do you have anything else short?
You want to play What Did I Tell You? That's usually pretty quick.
We have 2 games on Friday. Then we have Guess What Everett Ate on Friday also.
We have what?
Guess What Everett Ate?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can arrange for a special prize for that one.
Now, don't tell us what you're going to eat for Friday.
I'm not.
But seriously, because you got your, what's missing?
My ilium.
Yeah, because your ilium's missing, we'll be able to identify.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You should, yeah.
All right.
I'm going to give it some careful thought. Obviously, I can't use English peas. That would be too obvious.
Right.
But I've got some time to dwell.
Do you get the full nutritional value out of the food you eat? I mean, if it goes through you that quick? Or do you have to take a lot of different supplements and things other than the B12?
I squeeze what I can out of it as it goes through.
It makes the most of its time together.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. We don't even play any more spots before the next show?
No.
All right, we're cool then. All right, we'll do this quick.
Now it's time to play everybody's favorite game. And here's your host, Russ Martin.
All right, let's get our contestants on the phone. O'Malley, have they really been on hold for an hour? Hey, Peter.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. What do you do for a living?
I work for a mortgage company.
Okay. And what about you, Greg? What do you do?
I'm a computer geek.
Computer geek. And Chris?
I'm another computer geek.
Okay. You can get rid of Gary. We only need 3 people for this. All right, we're going to ask you questions about the show. If you know the answer, say your name. Your name will be your buzzer, and then give me the response. Everybody got that?
Yep, yeah. Sir.
Okay. Here we go. Dan, what are we playing for, by the way?
We're playing for 1 pair of tickets to see Eddie Money, Survivor, and Loverboy, September 22nd at the Bronco Bowl, a $40 gift certificate from the Lodge, a 4-pack of passes to the Lodge, and 2 tickets to the White Trash 2002, October 18th at Jay Gilligan.
All right. Here we go. First question. Who on the show is getting career advice from Shelley Long? Peter, go ahead.
Yes. Ouch. That one was good.
Good one, Eddie.
Yeah.
Who on the show wants Everett to set him up again because he wants new front windows? Chris, go ahead.
That would be you, Russ.
That's right. Who on the show really wants to quit drinking because...
Peter.
Go ahead, Peter.
JD.
Yes, because there's no excuse for staying with a chick that leaves skid marks.
All right. Go ahead.
Who on the show's main argument about getting his own show?
Peter.
Peter, go ahead.
Dan.
Is haven't you listened to Midday?
Oh. Okay.
Ouch.
All right, Eddie.
Back it away from that.
Yeah. Who on the show had to leave when his girlfriend freaked out?
Peter.
Chris, go ahead.
That would be JD.
Nope. Greg, go ahead. Yes. Who on the show had to leave when his girlfriend freaked out because his bat powers are no match for a plastic sign? And she, honest to God, was going to stay with you guys that night.
Oh, yeah.
No reason for her to take her clothes off or crawl into my bed at all.
None whatsoever. Like I said, that's the whole reason I was still up when you called me.
And I don't even understand why she was questioning me at the front door. What is all of this about? Obviously, she knew what it was about, or she wouldn't have been bitching to you at your house and planning on leaving.
The only reason that she didn't stay was because of her dog.
Had to come back at my house and get her dog.
Exactly.
Freaking nutty bitch.
Hey, Russ.
What?
You know, there's a reason that, what's his name says, you go to their house, not them come to yours.
You're going to lose a point.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It's the truth.
You're going to lose a point.
I'll shut up.
Okay.
Give him some dash.
Let's see where I leave off. Who on the show is basing his decision? Go ahead, Peter.
Dan.
Who on the show is basing his decision to go on alone is all the success that the Seinfeld crew has had. That's right. Who do we know that had hinges put on his skull?
Peter.
Peter, go ahead.
Brumley.
Just in case the tumor grows back. Have you talked to him recently?
No, I have not. That last time that he called here, I tried to call up his hospital and he's never in his room.
Oh, okay. Who on the show has already picked out a sidekick for his...
Chris.
Go ahead, Peter.
Dan.
Sidekick for his show, who is Jackie Martling. Thank you. Who wants his own show?
Chris. Peter.
Go ahead, Chris.
Dan.
Because his wife said so. Who on the show wonders why the girl he dated freaked out? Chris, go ahead.
That'd be you, Russ.
Because Everett said she seemed normal to him. Who on the show's dad?
Peter. Chris.
Peter, go ahead.
JD.
Has a really dry sense of humor. Whose wife?
Chris.
Chris, go ahead.
That'd be Dan.
Can't wait for him to get his own show because she wants her own tanning bed. That's right. Yeah, what's the score so far, JD?
Greg has 1, Chris 4, Peter 7.
All right. Who on the show feels that he's already...
Chris.
Go ahead, Peter. I think it was Greg. I'm sorry.
Dan.
Yes. Who on the show feels that he's ready to branch out, and since his wife won't let him leave her, he wants his own show. Yes, Dan. Who on the show read the book, How to Manage Your Own Career? Go ahead, Peter.
Dan.
How to Manage Your Own Career by Kathleen Gifford.
Couldn't take some advice from Ron and Don in the bicycle shop?
Who said that?
That'd be Chris.
Corey.
Corey? Huh?
That's Corey. That's not Chris. That's anybody else. Corey.
Corey?
No.
Yes, it is. I know that voice well. I've answered the phone 5 million times.
Corey, is that you?
No, honestly, it is Chris. I already gave my phone number earlier today.
This guy sounds too smart.
He's close, but he's not.
Yeah. What was your name again?
My name's Chris.
Okay. Take a point away from him.
All right.
Ow.
Who on the show will be hosting the Latin...
Peter.
Go ahead, Peter.
Dan.
Who on the show will be hosting the Latin Emmy Awards this time next year?
I should be so lucky.
And finally, who on the show is glad that he got... Go ahead, Peter.
Dan.
Who on the show is glad that he got a pimp hat so he won't look out of place at the bus station next year? Yes. Who won, JD?
Greg and Chris tied with 3. Peter had 9.
Tell me what he's got, Daniel.
All right, congratulations. You win a Russ Martin Show prize pack, which includes 1 pair of tickets to Eddie Money, Survivor, and Loverboy, September 22nd at the Bronco Bowl, a $40 gift certificate from the Lodge, and a 4-pack passes to the Lodge, plus 2 tickets to White Trash 2002, October 18th at Jay Gilligan's. To purchase tickets to Loverboy and Survivor, call 1-888-597-STAR.
You ready?
Yes, I am. To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get the studio audience, to make a donation to the Listener Foundation, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. The Russ Martin Show Police and Firefighter poster is now available for purchase. For more information, just go to russmartin.com and click on News. Design of the Russ Martin Show poster by Junebug Graphics, junebuggraphics.com, and printing courtesy of the Imaging Bureau at imagingbureau.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, send your messages to studio@russmartin.com. Visit our news director's links and photo gallery at johndavidryan.com. To find Eddie's fascinating and provocative website, go to eddieBoyd.com. My website is now up and running, and online you can find it at danlewis.net. Contact Everett Newton at his law office. Call him at 214-823-LAWS or go to dallasattorney.com. For information about the rest of the station, go to 1053fmtalk.com.
All right. Oh, by the way, Billy Lee Davis got a new website.
Did he?
Well, he's got Billy Lee Davis, but they did a redesign on it.
What is it now?
Well, it's Billy Lee Davis, but it's
oh, I see. Recreate. Okay.
Yeah,
redesign.
It's upgraded. I looked at it today. I was very proud of it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey,
bye.